Cylindrical system of life, vicious cycles. Mice give up when it's dinner time. The 6'9" style snitching spiteful. Mine the biggest, but I'm staying tight-lipped. In addition, I ain't switching sides. On some my niggas simplify shit. Do not tread on me. The living die with a smile, getting fly, watching water rising. Blood on the horizon. Blood spilling out the idol. They try and judge like Simon. I'm leaving on the note most highest. Drop the mic like Ryan. Told dog it's on the flow like Kybit. I'm flying, heat check. Might hit an island if she need to get her feet. Get a heat check. Might have the mouth time, I need a little reset. Heat check. Putting numbers on the board, fucking up the defense. Heat check. Heard she hooking out west like Kareem did. Heat check.
There's a little spot they had where they were throwing the ivory, 3 to be exact, amongst various other, you know, equations. They're gonna let you know that as well.
Hello? Okay, we should be good. What up, chat? How's it going? Welcome back. It's on the fucking... How we doing, everyone? I gotta pause this, hang on. Too much is going on. Why? Okay, Glorp is on my speakers. He's just over there. He's over there. Hello, Madam President. Yeah, I saw Noah's on a tirade. Noah Samson. He's on a mission to engage with a lot of the dishonest shit that people say about leftists on YouTube, which is valid. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god!
Just got off work PM, so glad to end it with something good.
Evoski, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you for being here. Azzy Peanut 918, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. And then Twitch added a bunch onto that. I'm not thanking them. Thank you, Azzy Peanut. Thank you so much for the 10. That's great. Notifications are double? They're double? I don't know why. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Happy September, Glorp NP. Sanrio.deb, thank you. .deb, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you. I don't know. Why didn't it make the noise? That was weird. You have to restart it? Yeah, turn the whole stream off. You killed Glorp? Wait, I did? It's still playing on mine. I got so used to all the hate vids Noah being normal about you as like a breath of fresh air. That's nice. He sent it to me before he posted it. And it seemed like he was very, very kind. I mean, I watched it, so he was nice. Yeah, Glorp is in the speakers. He does what he wants. I can't control him. I can't believe you increased your tanness.
Happy September, girl NP.
Tanness or transness? I just got done smoking for the first time of the week. And got the notif right after picking up my Uber Eats top tier Friday night. Nice. It is Friday. Thank you guys for the level 2 hype train, by the way. Holy shit. Thank you. Even more trans. Leveled up in transness. I love all the people being like, "What happened?" Like it was an accident. Like I was like hit with some kind of beam, or maybe a truck carrying trans fluid. Turtle Chefs, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you for being here. I crocheted you. Wait, really? Aw. Grumpy ass, thank you for the 6 months. A lot of 6-monthers today. Thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. I'm trans and I'm gay. Guys, I heard this enough and it fucking worked. Somebody tell Sneeko. It worked. I'm gay, trans, and I am boosted. Hillary is woke. Oh yeah, you guys couldn't even hear it. Audio is woke because it's coming out of the speakers. I don't know. I don't know why the sound alerts are like that. Device? Wait, it should just be the device. What's with the new camera? Oh! Oh. Oops. How? How did I? Uh-oh. Wait. Oh. Okay. Thanks, Lex. She had to talk me through that one. That was confusing.
I have to use that mode sometimes so I can hear if the audio isn't working.
Yeah.
Computer. OBS and it not that.
I see. Yeah. Lex knows. Lex knows. Have you been doing voice training? No.
Sound like that.
I just sound like that.
No, you're just California.
Yeah. I'm just from Cali. That's just the way it is. Mikey's very cool. Thank you for the tier 1, by the way. The gifted sub. Thank you. This was for the trans, the girls, the gays, and the big bald men or whatever. Yeah. What's that song called? That song bangs. Hang on. Wait, I need the camera angle explanation. My chat is so neurodivergent. One thing changes and they're like, wait, hang on. I need to know why. No, it's, show me to me. What's that song called? Give It To Me by the Northern Boys. Yeah, I mean, we do a little feminization. It's not a big deal. Don't worry. Oh, the camera angle, though, we're just moving shit. So, I'm here taking some shit away.
Alright, motherfuckers. Let's fucking party tonight. Alright, let's go. I got a big bald head on the better to make love. You find me in the club, fucking it up. Tuck my dick up in my legs and I tape it up. Now I look so pretty, I'm $1,000,000. I'm a cross-dressed man and I'm here to dance. I got an inch where I'm struggling in boot cut pants. If you see me cry, you like to walk on by. Cause I don't want to share the pain that's inside. 5'9" in my 6-inch boots. Ladies, would you like to get loose? Ladies, would you like to get wild? Ladies, would you show me that moose? Knuckle, the buckle of my belt's untied. The shade's jet black, but the mustache wide. I just want to sniff cocaine all night. These thighs in the laser lights. Give it to me.
It's 60 FPS now.
Give it to me. Come on, baby, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Come on, baby, give it to me. I'm an angry man, but I'm a soft old sod. I got a couple mates and they lost the plot. Don't need a girlfriend or a stable job.
This slow clap.
Just hopping along. No need to drive, I just drop to my hands and feet. Let's go like a beetle. When times get rough, I dust off the cocaine pack. Sniffing from my ass like a beagle. Listen up, pal, I can die right now. Blood's pumping like a newborn cow. Robot dance while I take my shirt off.
Dude, I could die right now in a song goes so unbelievably hard when it's true. I could die right now. He walked so Charlie XCX could fly. True.
My heart's gonna explode like pow. Whoa, come and have a bump with me. One'll be enough for me. Come on, baby, fuck with me. I got the horn and I'm giving out my love for free. One time for the ladies. One time for the men. One time for everyone in between. Yes, you gotta love them. One time for the ladies. One time for the men. One time for everyone in between. Yes, you gotta love them. 1, 2, 3 to the bastard 4. My ex-wife is a bastard whore. 5, 6 to the bastard 7. Fingers in the balls like David Beckham. 8, 9 to the bastard 10. Picking on a crotch like a free-range hen. Raising a glass to the gays and the buys and the trans and the girls and the big bald men. You better
That's what it was.
my pronouns. You ain't got a clue what it's inside. Shake my ass while I play Beyonce. You wanna come fuck me, then get in line. I'm a top shelf piece of ass. Don't touch what you can't afford. If I spend
Dude, it's
that
so
gold,
slag.
give me cash and then I clap them cheeks and I'm out the door. Give it to me. Give it to me.
I love that move.
Give it to me. Come on, baby, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
When do we get a Glorp cover? See, I don't think Glorp could even reach this level personally. This is pure human art.
Give it to me. Come on, baby, give it to me. One time for the ladies. One time for the men. One time for everyone in between. Yes, you gotta love them. One time for the ladies. One time for the men. One time for everyone in between. Yes, you gotta love them.
See, oh shit, get it, yeah.
This is a video of me expressing myself, and if you don't like it, you can fuck off!
Badass. I'll say it. Northern Boys goated. Yeah, where Glorp comes from, all that stuff is normal, so Glorp can't necessarily appreciate the subversive nature. You know what I mean? It's very complex stuff.
Hello pig, glad you're back, hope you do well my friend, emoticon sorridente.
Hey, thank you so much, Chuksu, for the 2 months. Thank you. I'm doing good. Origins of Glorp. Right here. Fuck. Pee time. I fucked up the first one, so we could do one more. Oh yeah, Chapel ROAN. Okay, let's do our actual announcements for the stream. The Pledge of Allegiance. So, okay, today I want to continue our little news catch up. There's a lot of JD Vance clips I wanted to talk about, stuff like that. But, JD France and he's French. That's good. You should just post that. So yeah, some JD France clips to watch. And then the main thing is Chapel ROAN and how she didn't want to, what was it? She didn't want to endorse Kamala Harris. And liberals were very unkind about it. And now she's not playing some shows coming up for understandable mental health purposes, but it's causing like a second wave of like weird kind of unfounded criticism. I was thinking about making a very quick video defending Chapel ROAN because she's right. I'm not even like a fan or anything. I just wanted to get into the deep dive of what people were even saying about that. Like maybe there's some TikToks I can watch. Maya Claire. Oh, Maya, thank you so much for the 300 bits. Had a great time hanging out at TwitchCon. Hope y'all are well. Thank you. I had a great time too. That was fun. Have you seen this about Project 25? Project 25, I have no idea.
Never heard of it.
Project 2025 Mastermind. Okay, oh god, this is Kevin Roberts. Okay. Kevin Roberts is the head of the Heritage Foundation. Allegedly told colleagues he killed a dog with a shovel. This guy's crazy, by the way. This guy is insane. He wrote the foreword on Project 2025. He's insane. He's a psycho. He killed a neighbor's pit bull around 2004. Give me a pip. The dog was barking. And he kind of lost it and took a shovel and killed the dog. End of the problem. What'd you say? Yeah, he kind of lost it. This is Kevin D. Roberts, the Project 2025 guy. Wait, have you heard about the date right stuff messaging teens? Wait, what? Who's Date Right? Is that like the right-wing dating app? The right stuff? Or whatever? I'm gonna end it really, like, abruptly. If I had a nickel for every time this year I heard about two conservative politicians killing their dogs, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but weird that it happened twice. I mean, I agree. It is weird that it happened twice. Well, it's not.
Anti-dog agenda.
Because there's Kristi Noem who killed the dog that she didn't know how to train. And Kevin Roberts, who killed the dog because it was too loud. It wasn't even his dog. Yeah, RFK killed a bear. Or at least found a dead bear and then hid it in Central Park to be, quote, I quote, a fun and funny thing for people.
It wasn't his dog.
Not his dog, in Kevin Roberts' case. Protect the puppy girls, that's so funny. Puppy girls, get behind me! Bad things happen in Beirut? Dude, don't even get me started. It sucks, because it's like, I don't understand how Israel just continues to create fronts in a war that doesn't even have a name. Like, it's a genocide in Gaza. And the reaction from the Arab world is met with more targeted, unrelenting violence. What do you call that? I mean, Christ. My thoughts are with everyone in Lebanon, and Gaza too, of course, and in the West Bank. Jesus. Anyway. Remember, every puppy girl started it, ironically, beware the pipeline. I've been arguing with a Zionist on Reddit for like 2 days now. Okay, well that you're just wasting your breath.
Reddit was your first mistake.
Reddit was your first mistake. You're probably literally talking to someone in Langley Falls, Virginia. In the CIA. You were talking to Stan Smith from fucking American Dad on Reddit.
Trap that would be in an Indiana Jones movie.
Reddit
Reddit
is like,
it's the ball.
Reddit is like an American satellite state. Might be nice to visit every so often, but it's not like you could trust anything they say or do, or anything that's going on there. Anytime you look at any news on Reddit about Palestine, it is the most reactionary, most like pro-Israel takes in the comments. You can stop by, but you don't live there. Yeah. Stan Smith. Literally. I mean, there are absolutely CIA operations on Reddit. It is 100%. Oops. 100% true. So you have to beware. Okay. Speaking of JD France. Oui, oui. I want to ban abortion. Where is open in a new tab? Did they move that or something? Christ. I don't have like a middle mouse button, so I can't do it the way I normally do it. Okay. Sorry, I'm just complaining, guys. JD Vance refused to condemn Laura Loomer for her racist statement that the White House would smell like curry if VP Harris wins. This he got away with. Yet again. He's done this so many times. Just like said insanely racist shit, and then the media just doesn't care.
Don't think that this is actually an issue of national import. Is Laura Loomer running for president? No. Kamala Harris.
He's from France and is French. Okay. He did get stick bugged though. I did like that. You should.
Think that this is actually an issue of national import. Is Laura Loomer running for president? No. Kamala Harris is running for president. And what
is the audio doubled? There's a lot going on.
Whether you're eating curry at your dinner table or fried chicken, things have gotten more expensive thanks to her policies. Let's talk about. So don't think that this is actually an issue of national import. Is Laura Loomer running for president? No. Kamala Harris is running for president. And whether you're eating curry at your dinner table or fried chicken, things have gotten more expensive.
Whether it's curry or fried chicken. Or whatever. You know there's no follow-up to that. Where did fried chicken come from? You know where. What do you mean? He's talking about Kamala Harris. You know exactly where. Apologizing for Indian racism by doing anti-black racism. He's not even apologizing. He's like, whatever you hate her for, it's fine. I want to be in the White House instead. Wait, let me keep going through what I saved on the timeline. I mean, there's this. So on top of the Chaperone video, I also wanted to make a video about Ellen's new stand-up special. And I'm glad I saved this for posterity. Wishing fucking P. Diddy happy birthday. Or as I call him, Cuddle McSnuggle Stuff. You don't need to know why.
We gotta watch the Netflix thing.
Yeah, we gotta watch that stand-up. You don't need to know why. I don't want to know why. And then, yeah, here's Elon Musk. Really looking like a poster, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe it's just this awful couch. But he's just, like, gotten so gross since buying Twitter. He's, like, really... You can just tell that he sits around and posts all day.
Cue things up.
You bring me on my daughter's wedding. Listen, you ask for Doge.
Yeah, you got Marlon Brando.
And I give you Bitcoin, but you want Doge.
Exactly. You really got to set the mood. You have to have a tuxedo and the sort of job office and the you're gonna have like Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate this. He's so awful.
Someone left a crazy reply sentence.
Oh wait.
You come to me on this day of my daughter's wedding. And you ask me for your private keys.
Dude, I'm scared. This is an unhinged reply. It's so funny. I can't even show it.
Are you even a friend? You call me the Doge Father.
So
Buonasera.
He sounded like Shrek at the end. JD Franch.
No. The Godfather. I mean, you kind of need...
He is Shrek? What do you mean? That's true. That's funny. I can't argue with that. That was just under the fucking Ellen thing I was showing you guys anyway. So yesterday we watched this guy. I was faded. And maybe I could give him the benefit of the doubt and just assume that I was faded or something and don't remember anything he said, or maybe nothing he said was memorable. But let's figure this out.
I just woke up.
Well, good morning.
Obviously, fuck the policies of the right.
All right, we're on the same page on that one.
But also, fuck some of the policies on the left.
Oh, now you lost me.
That's why I can't, like, put my entire name and my entire project behind one.
I mean, that's kind of how voting works right now in America.
Yeah, like, she's talking about her project and her brand, not, like, voting. But, you know, look at how many degrees he has from I'm a douchebag university. Fucking got him. Fucking got him, dude.
So, yeah, I'm voting for fucking Kamala.
All right, we're back on the same page. It's pronounced Kamala, though.
You know what? Endorsing someone, if someone is publicly endorsing a political figure, that doesn't even mean that they're gonna fucking vote for them.
I mean, what's the strategy behind that? I mean, after the primaries. I don't think that's a thing.
After the primaries. You just threw that out there, like, yeah, man, you know what a primary is. He would be the type to glaze the Godfather when obviously Pixels is the much superior movie. Okay, mobile chatter, first of all. Still talking about the Elon Musk thing.
Corporation or
dude is literally a nerd emoji. I know, he has the glasses. It's really funny.
Person endorsing a candidate in a general election and not actually doing it. So you're losing me again.
This is just not even a valid point. You're not even making like an argument. You're just like, I don't know what you mean. Like, okay, bro, you just don't understand. Say that. Say I'm confused. Because that is really a you problem.
No. This is not me playing both sides.
Sure about that?
I'm critiquing both sides because they're both...
Like, if you're gonna make that argument, what is your argument? Like, if you're thinking she's playing both sides, which doesn't make any sense in this context, like, what do you... He's not even saying anything. This is how it feels talking to someone using weaponized incompetence. I think this guy just is incompetent, is the thing. I think this is just a dumb guy.
So fucked up.
Yeah, sounds like you're playing both sides.
Voting is all we have right now in the system.
I mean, that kind of is the system of democracy. But
sorry. That kind of is the system of... This is who you're arguing with on Reddit about Israel, by the way. Stop wasting your time. Make some art, please. Like anything. Create something. Rather than talking to these fucking ghouls. He's not even listening. He made this whole video, sat down in his fucking chiropractor office, and made this whole fucking video. Not listening. Definitely listening to himself, but not to the woman speaking, which is his first mistake.
Between elections.
I encourage it, yet again, vote for who, in your mind, is the best option for what we have right now.
And, like, she doesn't want to have to say this, but this is just the reality of America. Someone in my comments earlier about... on Peethan channel, I posted a video of Kamala's first interview, and I was really critical, obviously, because she sucks. And people were like, easy on the left bashing here, whatever. Unless you want Trump to win. And I'm like, bro, why would I be criticizing Kamala Harris if I want Trump to win? If I want Trump to win, I'd be like, Kamala Harris, you're doing fucking great, man. Go on Oprah again. And only talk to fucking elites and celebrities. This is awesome. That's what I would say if I wanted Donald Trump to win. Left bashing. No, I know. They didn't say that, but they were like easy on like the haterade or whatever. I think they actually said haterade. It was a stupid ass comment, but it was just like, it's the first time in a while I've seen someone be like, you actually want Trump to win. I'm like, brother, I could not be more anti-Trump. Like, ideologically. It's very silly. Just like Chappell Roan. Like, it's just a position you have to forego the context of the conversation to have. You have to forget who you're talking to. To be like, well, you want Trump to win? It's like, no! You idiot!
That's a different sentence.
Yeah, that is a different sentence. I did not say I hate waffles. Haterade, yeah, that's exactly this kind of guy. Langley coded. CIA coded. I like these cat ears. They look nice on me. They could be used as a weapon. Talk shit about Chappell Roan again! I'll kill you! Dark Souls.
Yeah, Kamala Harris is definitely our best option right now, as well as all the Democrats up and down the ballot.
As well as all Democrats. Everywhere. It's like, yeah, that's like saying the sky is blue. Like, what do you mean? It's not about, like, comparing them to Republicans. It's comparing them to what could be, god damn it. I like how you say Chappell. Is that not it? I don't know.
I hope this makes it clear that no, I'm not picking the sides of what we have right now.
I mean, it kind of sounds like you're...
It's Chappell Roan? Oh.
You picked a side in terms of voting for Kamala Harris, but you just don't know much about the rest of the Democratic platform.
You just are uninformed, I think. I think you just don't know enough about the Democrats. Think about Ukraine. They put $2 billion or whatever. Not even $2 billion. They put like $2 trillion into Ukraine. It's basically the entire Afghanistan occupation budget, and there's no troops on the ground and en masse like there were in Afghanistan. We don't have any fucking military bases set up in Ukraine. Because we can't. Is the audio echoing for anyone else? It's just feedback, I think, from the headphones, but I don't know. I can't fix it. I can't. If you don't like Chappell Roan because of what she said, I don't trust you. Has anyone ever said that? Because, like, other than this guy, so far, I haven't really seen anybody shitting on her. Can you guys send me, like, bad takes about Chappell Roan? I haven't really seen that many other than this guy. Razer headphones bleed a lot of sound. Yeah, they kind of suck balls as, like, sound insulation. It's not echoing for me. No, it's okay. They're cute, and that's what matters.
But you can certainly read it. It's online.
Yes, one's obviously better than the other.
All right, we're kind of getting back on the same page again.
But Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh boy.
I hope you don't
Oh boy. She's about to get emotional.
settle for what we have and put your name behind someone that you don't fully trust.
Yeah. By saying don't settle for what we have, do you think she's trying to, like, vote for Republicans or something? Like, what? How could you possibly... You, again, have to purposefully misconstrue and not listen to come to that conclusion. It's all Instagram and TikTok MFers dragging her in comments.
I fully trust that Kamala Harris and all the Democrats up and down the ballot are going to protect democracy and make this country a better place.
It will make it the same place as it was under fucking Obama. Which is not, like, great. We forget this. Obama. Like, we will keep this country great by maintaining democracy. Even fucking what the Democrats don't even seem to care about anymore in this election, that should be, like, the most deciding factor, definitely, is abortion. Even with that. Even fucking fighting for the restoration of abortion rights. Putting Roe v. Wade back is just the fucking status quo. That's not a win. That's fucking back to square one. Liberals do not see that because they don't understand what it means, especially this fucking guy. He's so disconnected from any of the actual outcomes, he's gonna be totally fucking fine. Doesn't matter to him. Of course he could be like, well, you should vote for Kamala Harris because it makes me feel good. Oh my god. My computer didn't like any of what just happened. My microphone fell. Or not my microphone, my receiver. Anyway. Amira Links, thank you for the 2 gifted subs, by the way. Thank you. He cut her out talking about Palestine? Wait, what? That is insane, dude. What a ghoul. Because he's got nothing to say. How do you don't have an argument? So you just ignore? That's nuts. That's nuts. That's nuts. Here's another one. This was a fucking insane take. And also a hilarious picture to go with it. Olivia Juliana, I think you guys are a huge fan of this particular TikTok Biden influencer. One of the Biden TikTok dick riders that they literally pay to like make TikToks about how they love Biden. Really fucking weird person. Never had to take merch of a pop star I adore down before. I don't know what you mean by taking it down. Like, you put it on your walls? Sorry, not sorry. Refusing to endorse Kamala is a deal breaker for me when it comes to LGBTQ plus rights. Anyways, here's a photo of me at the White House when Joe Biden signed gay marriage protections into law. You were just there outside. Yay. And like what she's saying, like, this is doing something for the LGBT community. Is that what she thinks? Really? Eden, I'd like you to know that on my drive to the supermarket yesterday, I saw a couple walking their ponies, and one of the ponies had a pink cowboy hat on. And then I dropped a carton of eggs in the store. But we don't need to talk about that. Oh my god. What about Palestinian queer people's right to live? No, they don't care about that. They don't. Which is like, when you realize that fascism has a pocket of controlled opposition for misguided wannabe socialists that buy into racialized agitated propaganda and end up just being fucking jingoistic, nationalist, American exceptionalist fools that only care about their interests in their country. Fuck immigrants, fuck Gaza, fuck everything else the American government is doing, all the blood that our empire is built on, actively being spilt. That doesn't matter. I have health care, if they even care about that. I have queer rights that are protected. I have fucking maybe abortion rights. I don't even know. I don't even know what like Olivia Juliana's personal fucking like I know no cursing. Personal like goals are out of the like Democrat, what personal demands of the Democratic Party are. I don't know. I haven't set the timer yet. Oh yeah, she did crop out the guy next to her for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, because he protested Israel? Oh my god, that's so petty. That is so petty. More stuff about Chapel. Oh, okay, so yeah, she ended up making another video explaining herself because of the backlash that she got. I'm trying to follow the timeline here. A lot of the people leading the hate against Chappell are Zionists. Yeah, obviously. The reason they're attacking her because she used her platform to speak up about Palestine is a very dangerous targeted hate campaign. I mean, that's all Twitter is really for anyway. This is just a CIA agent. Watermelon ISIS. Oh my god. Disgusting. Genuinely disgusting. Oh, let me set a timer for the cursing. Timer 10 minutes. Who's Jack Diprimio? Diprimio? I'm tired of artists like Chappell Roan profiting off of queer and drag culture and then refusing to do the bare minimum when it comes to standing up for LGBTQ rights because she's probably afraid of getting canceled by a small portion of the internet or is just uneducated. What? People's concept of like what canceling is or like the risk that people like have in their head of being canceled is so distorted because of like culture war garbage. Yeah, like she's very openly pro-queer. Like I don't understand how you could ever say that. Yeah. What has Hamas done for LGBTQ people in Palestine? What has Israel done for queer people in Israel? They can't get married there. Moron? The left's ability to not comprehend basic political skills and expecting a presidential candidate to not condemn supporters of a terrorist group must be studied. There's no defending this. Noah Schnapp isn't a bad person. Yeah, okay, you're stupid. Apparently, yeah, Noah Schnapp does sound like a Keebler elf. That's what I said. Apparently, the Uyghur genocide and sending arms to Israel are equally bad now. Dude, oh my god. Imagine. Even comparing. So, like, so disingenuous. It, like, virtue signaling about the Uyghur genocide in China. As if you're like a, you know, what is it, East Turkmenistan supporter, East Turkmenistan secessionist party or whatever. Like, you're a supporter of them. Yeah, totally. It's like, no. You're just buying into anti-China propaganda, and then you can totally deny the current ongoing Palestinian genocide. Fine. Chappell Roan is an embarrassment to lesbians. Yeah, I don't think this person's a woman. I don't trust this profile picture. Yeah. You can't borrow from drag aesthetics and embrace your sexuality and then pretend the party that would criminalize our happiness is the same as the one who protects it. Dude. Again. Depends on who you are, whether or not you're getting protections from, like, Joe Biden. They always like to include the T in there, but what has exactly Joe Biden done for, like, half of the country passing anti-trans legislations? That's happened under his watch. Yeah. Oh my god. Let's let me get to the Let's get to the second video, the follow-up.
I have encouraged people to use critical thinking skills, learn about what they're voting for, learn about who they're voting for, and ask questions. And it's being completely taken out of context. Per usual, there is nuance to what I say in interviews. And I think it's important that people use critical thinking. I think it's important for me to question authority and question world leaders and question myself, question my algorithm, question if some person that tweeted something about someone else is even true. It's important to question because that's how I think we move forward. This is my third election in voting, and the world is changing so rapidly, and I want to be part of the generation that changes things for good because we need it. If you come to my shows, if you read my
critical
full
thinking,
interviews,
damage over time thinking, DPS thinking. I do not tank think. Can't do it.
if you literally know anything about me and for what I stand for, you know that this is not lip service, this is not virtue signaling, that my actions have always paved the way for my project and the people who really know me. Actions speak louder than words, and actions speak louder than an endorsement. Here's the full quote that a lot of people are just not reading.
Oh, this was the first one she posted. Okay, the first one we watched was the response. I see.
I have so many issues with our government in every way, she says. There are so many things that I would want to change, so I don't feel pressured to endorse someone. There's problems on both sides, and I encourage people to use your critical thinking skills. Use your vote. Vote small. Vote for what's going on in your city. The change she wants to see in the U.S. is this election year, she says, instantly is trans rights. They cannot have cis people making decisions.
Like, obviously, this statement, if people listened before they started jumping to criticize, they wouldn't even have a point in saying that she's even slightly pro-Trump, because this is fundamentally opposite of the Republican Party. So how? You can't come to that conclusion unless you're just not paying attention. Ridiculous.
For trans people, period. So, hearing from my mouth, if you're still wondering, no, I'm not voting for Trump. And yes, I will always question those in power and those making decisions over other people. And I will stand up for what's right and what I believe in. And like, it's always at the forefront of my project. And I'm sorry that you fell for the clickbait.
Yeah, I mean, she's right. There's literally nothing wrong with anything she's saying at all.
I have encouraged people.
Maya Luna's a bit of a weirdo. I mean, those are all Zionists. Of course they're weird. Want her to know it was me. Ew. Are the transphobic Democrat policies in the room with us now? Does this person know anything about the Democratic Party? I think Joe Manchin is very pro-trans. Joe Biden? Joe Biden is not a chaser. Don't say that. I mean, where is the pro-trans wing of the Democratic Party? Where? No, literally, where? I'd love to know. So I could vote for them illegally. Multiple times. But no, like, person gets a race, or not even a ratio, just a 40K, and they go, I won. Executive director of, okay, CIA. Wee woo, wee woo. CIA. Vice chair for new liberal, CIA. Don't, oh my god. Evil, deeply evil. Deeply evil. These are your enemies. I'm not even joking. No, the Democrats are transing the kids. That's it. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. These are the liberals that go, no, the Republicans are right about us. We love transing children against their will. That's what we do. And then, vote for Joe Biden for no protections. It's just the other side of the team sports. And it creates this like preconceived notion in the liberal mind that if you belong to a marginalized group, you have this obligation to vote for the most corrupt, do-nothing, lazy, entitled party in American history, the modern Democratic Party. An elitist cabal of fucking... Oh, I swore. I was trying so hard. I was trying so... With 5 seconds left. Reset timer. Unfortunately, I can't control myself. Rigged. Stop the count. Stop. Oh, we're at 80% on the pee-pee meter. Fire. Okay, this is gross. This person's gross. If you care about posting on Twitter that much, you're like, something's wrong with you. You think it's like a win. Have you talked about the Eric Adams indictment yet? No. No. What did the New York Post call it? Grand Theft Ottoman? Awesome. That means this is the one. That means this is the one. You're right. No cussing and swearing. The pronunciation of Kamala's name really says a lot. Ew. Bro, come on. This is killing me, I think. I'm dying. Darn, man. Just darn is all I have to say. The Democrats have just gotten more and more disappointing. You come out of following news every day, and then you start trying to keep up with it again, and you're just like, oh my god, they're doing what? And most of the time, it's nothing. Yeah. They're doing nothing. Now here's what I'm talking about. Here, check this out, brother. This is how liberals see Chapel Roan now, all of a sudden. POV, it's time for the liberal wedding guest to leave.
Trump 2024. Trump 2024.
That's Chapel Roan, who made that song, actually. You'd be surprised. She's actually doing a collab with Forgiato Blow next week. Never meet your heroes. Obviously, I'm joking. It's like crazy. Imagining Chapel Roan, anything other than progressive, just doesn't make sense contextually. You just don't know what you're talking about. And I'm not even like... I've maybe heard 2 of her songs. I just know her background. She didn't fall out of a coconut tree. Literally, she didn't. Like, it's crazy how people could just stop thinking and flaunt it, flex. I'm so stupid. Isn't that awesome? It's just weird. Yeah, and they're just picking on her. So she's taken a break from performing, understandably. Her shows look like a lot of effort. I apologize to the people who have been waiting to see me in NYC and DC this weekend at All Things Go, but I'm unable to perform. Things have gotten really overwhelming the past few weeks, and I'm really feeling it. The pressures to prioritize a lot of things... I feel pressures to prioritize a lot of things right now, and I need a few days to prioritize my health. I want to be present when I perform and give the best shows possible. Thank you for understanding. Be back soon. This is just what happens, and I'm glad that she's doing this. It's a very healthy thing to do. And she has every right to. I don't know if people have reacted weirdly to that. It seems like people are pretty supportive overall of her taking that break. But let's see. I was gonna check TikTok before I move on to see if I can't find any funny takes. She Chapel my Roan? Let's see. I know I'm an older generation, but this is utterly unprofessional? This is why people get paid big money, and when they do, you gotta perform, even if you don't feel like it. 14K likes. Okay.
Unpopular.
Are you good with us calling you P? Yeah, that's okay. You don't have to change any words. It's fine. Jess Mode, thank you for the 7 months.
I know this is going to be an unpopular take, but I call bullshit on this. Chappell Roan decided to cancel her performances in New York and DC this weekend because everything is getting too overwhelming. No,
Yeah, what? You have articles made on you, lady. You have people showing up to your family's house, you know, calling your parents because they found their number. Like, what is wrong with you?
I understand. She's getting a lot of pushback because...
Yeah, like, did you not get your opportunity to see her and you're mad? Like, what is this?
First, she said she didn't know who she was going to vote for, and then she said she would vote for Kamala Harris, and then she said she wouldn't endorse her. And frankly, we shouldn't be making decisions about who we are going to vote for president based on whether or not a celebrity said we should vote for them.
Okay, so what's your problem? You're like, we shouldn't be taking celebrities' advice on who we vote for, and it's like, okay, so why do you care about any of this then? What? Ah, sorry. I turned my lights white. Oh. Here we go.
And I don't care if it's Taylor Swift or Chappell Roan or
Taylor
anybody
Swift.
else. But if you go onto Instagram, you're going to see that people have been traveling across the country to go see this performance. This isn't just that they lost a couple $100 on...
Oh, feel bad for all the money people spent.
A concert. They're losing money on everything else they had to pay for. Could you imagine if the Rolling Stones said, we just don't feel like performing tonight? You don't care, do you? Or could you imagine if Dolly Parton...
What are you telling me, the Rolling Stones never canceled a show? Ever? I don't know why she's doing a fade transition, but still including the part where she's like turning on and off the camera. She could have cut it more on each... I don't know. I have such editor brain. I'm always like, whenever I watch a video, I usually think about it on an editing timeline. And like how people are doing like the cuts that they're doing. Imagine getting off the internet.
Dolly Parton said, you know what? I'm sorry to disappoint my fans. I'm just not going to get on the stage. Sorry. Of course they wouldn't do it. They're professional.
Yeah, the Rolling Stones also didn't have people on TikTok sending them death threats every day that was like in their pocket. Like, it was just a different world. Rolling Stones concert tour canceled because of Mick Jagger's illness, 2019. Sick of being Mick Jagger. Stones canceled concert, 2007. Rolling Stones cancel Amsterdam concert after Mick Jagger tests positive for COVID. This is 2022. It's a different time. It's also 2022. 1990, Rolling Stones canceled a show in Cardiff and 2 shows in Wembley Stadium because Keith Richards hurt his finger. Wembley? They cancelled a fucking show at Wembley Stadium, yeah? Keith Richards hurt his fucking finger. Sorry. Okay, so he hurt his little finger, but because this lady doesn't know that story, it's Chappell Roan's fault. Oh, I swore. He's fucking minging in it. Reset timer.
It wasn't you.
It wasn't me, it was the British man that took over my body. I was possessed.
This is what they get paid for. You put on your big girl pants and you get up on the stage.
Finger injuries aren't a joke, you're right. Keith Richards hurt his little fingy. So, that's serious. They had to cancel like 7 shows or something.
Performing. People do it every day. I know this is going
It's also not even her show, it's just an appearance at a festival. So, like, yeah, some people came for her, but not everyone, like those Rolling Stones shows. The Who canceled the Cincinnati concert after people died from crowd crush. My uncle was in the crowd at the time. Is he okay?
Gamecock Maya. Gamecock Maya.
Illy 10726, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Oh my god, the Who concert disaster? Is this when we discovered crowd crush? 11 deaths, dude. 26 non-fatal injuries. This must be where we discovered crowd crush. Because, like, there's got to be a point before anybody knew what that was. It's not something that's, like, very intuitive. To just, like, be able to have people die because there's too many people. The band took some time off. What, it was too overwhelming for them? No, you have to play! People spend money. Think about it. 2 of them were high schoolers from the same school I went to. Oh, that's so sad. There's crowd crush back in the days by accident. Yeah, I mean, that's how it usually happens. People aren't like, hey, let's do it. But yeah, before people knew what it was.
Be an unpopular take, but
oh, that was the whole video. Dr. Mara Einstein? Huh? 8 times author. 8 times. I literally can't believe I don't know how you get that many likes on that take, really. I need to see more people complaining. Chappell Roan versus millennials?
Millennials are coming so hard for Chappell Roan right now, and I get it. It's politics, it's sticky, it's complicated, and there is a lot at stake with this election, but it feels like Gen Z is rubbing millennials the wrong way, and now you're never going to hear the end of it. I don't agree with everything Chappell Roan says, but she gave you what she wanted. She denounced Trump. She's voting for Kamala. Let her encourage.
Oh god, I've never seen a more liberal millennial looking person. First crowd crush? Whoa. I would never rub a millennial. That's so fun. She looks so sad in this one. In comparison, it's so upsetting. She is seeing Matt Walsh movie? Imagine Dragons! Imagine Dragons! Whatever it takes, baby. Hashtag beauty influencer. Hashtag women in business. But not the DEI way. Okay, Nicole, stronger than before. This really popped off. She will do whatever it takes to see Am I Racist? Matt Walsh movie. Are we watching that movie on the channel at some point? That's one that's like so miserable, I don't know if I want to.
I just woke up.
So let me watch this full thing because Brian, because that one guy cut out like a third of what she said.
And to like people just skewing it even more, endorsing and voting are completely different. I don't agree with a lot of what is going on with like policies. Like, obviously, fuck the policies of the right, but also fuck some of the policies on the left. That's why I can't endorse. That's why I can't like put my entire name and my entire project behind one.
If there was one that stood for her values, of course she'd be happy to. That's the part that obviously goes without saying with what she is saying, but that people don't clearly get.
Because there is no way I can stand behind some of the left's completely transphobic and completely genocidal views.
True. These are correct. These are correct takes that guy did not address.
So yeah, there are huge
also,
problems.
That Maya person was like, where are the transphobic policies on the left? Ignored the genocidal part. Because they know where the genocidal policies are. So you're cool with that then. Then you're cool with it. And you should say it with your chest. Instead of virtue signaling like you care about trans people. Ridiculous. I know they were a Zionist, but still.
On both. You know what is right and wrong, and so do I. Fuck Trump for fucking real, but fuck some of the shit that has gone down in the Democratic Party that has failed people like me and you. And more so, Palestine.
True. Even more
and
so.
And more so, every marginalized community in the world. So no, I'm not gonna settle for what the options that are in front of me. And you're not gonna make me feel bad for that. So yeah, I'm voting for fucking Kamala. But I'm not settling for what has been offered, because that's questionable. It's questionable that our actions of our government, the actions of the internet, the actions of you and me. If this is what you are not understanding, you know what? Endorsing someone, if someone is publicly endorsing a political figure, that doesn't even mean that they're gonna fucking vote for them.
Man, that guy skipped over a lot of what she said to get to this one and then be like, oh, why would they do that? I don't know. I can't think of a reason.
Because as I said in my other video, actions speak louder than words. And I'm not gonna let this narrative of like me not playing both sides. No. This is not me playing both sides. This is me questioning both sides because this is what we have in front of us. So if you look at my statement and you're still like, she's just playing both sides, like she doesn't want to. No.
She already said she was gonna vote for her. What do they want? They want everyone to vote for her and be excited about it, as excited as they are. They don't want the critique. They don't want the constructive, like, genuine, like, they just know the Democratic Party's perfect because they're not Republicans. And even still, Kamala Harris herself is like, I want a Republican on my cabinet. Fuck yeah, I love bipartisanship. I fucking swore. Oh my god. I got so heated. I hate the Democrats. Reset the timer.
You're not getting it. I'm critiquing both sides.
She's like shaking filming this. I genuinely feel so bad for her. That hurts my heart. Like, I don't even listen to her music or anything. I'm just like so... Like, obviously, as like a public person and as a leftist, you get taken out of context. Like, they just do this. It's just the common tactic for progressives and leftists in general. You get taken out of context to look like a hypocrite or to look like you're not actually following through on your principles. Because, you know, that's just Especially when you're just taking clips out of context, it's really easy to just do that on the internet and get away with it. You could literally do it to anybody. And there are people that sit all day long and watch, like Hassan, for example, and wait to try to clip something and post it. You could do it with anybody, literally anybody. And start making hate videos on YouTube and be like, they're a hypocrite. Blank is a hypocrite. Blank is this. Make 12 videos about anybody with that same format. YouTube loves it. And it happens. And it's not really any different from the way these things get cycled on social media, whether it's a YouTube video or a Twitter post that still has like a ton of engagement and a ton of people like rallying behind it. Yeah, it happens to me. It's what people do to leftists. Yeah, there are bots programmed to hate Hassan, whether human and algorithmic. I like how you say YouTube. I don't know. It's very silly. It's very unhealthy. And it's a lot for people to deal with. It's been a lot for me personally to deal with. It's not something a lot of people have to go through. So there isn't even a lot of like good phrases or terminology for it. It's a very new kind of phenomenon. But it's, you know, the anxiety she feels that made her make that video is very visceral, awful, specific feeling. Yeah. Terrible.
They're both so fucked up. Voting is all we have right now in the system. And so I encourage it yet again. Vote for who, in your mind, is the best option for what we have right now. Because it's all we can do. And I hope this makes it clear that no, I'm not picking the sides of what we have right now. Yes, one's obviously better than the other. But Jesus fucking Christ, I hope you don't settle for what we have and put your name behind someone that you don't fully trust.
No, I dropped my thing.
Because of their blatant actions. I just woke up.
And she's right. Nothing she said is wrong. And for liberals to like grift and be like, I'm putting her merch up. I'm putting it away. I can't wear her merch now because she didn't like Kamala Harris as much as me. It really goes to show the limitations that liberals have to their allyship. When you cross the line in a liberal's mind, they will betray you. They will stab you in the back, they will sabotage you, and they will ostracize you. For their interests. And then that's the side of them that is self-motivated. That's the side of them that only wants to accomplish the goals that lead to the outcomes that are best for them. And if you get in the way of that, you aren't helpful. You are a liability. And they will try to discard you. That's the liberal mind. It's narcissistic. Incredibly narcissistic. Especially in this case. To be like, yeah, sorry, not sorry. Anyway, here's a picture of me doing nothing. Here's a picture of me standing outside when Joe Biden was signing something at the White House. Yeah, with some guy. Who are you? This is the same girl who was at the DNC being like, if you're not at the table with us, then you're on the menu. And first of all, horrible choice of words. Just gonna say it. Second, you know, she's literally referring to like pro-Palestine protesters, people like Chappell Roan, who want to meet at the table with Democrats. But Democrats have no interest in them. Democrats have no care for them. That's the problem. We're expected, as marginalized or queer people, to tolerate their indifference. Democrats are gonna eat me for dinner. Just all of it, I guess. Anyway, there's a ceiling to allyship, and it often gets pressed when you start questioning the ability of liberals to celebrate their hollow aesthetic victories.
Chapel Roan cancels 2 shows that she had planned for this weekend on her Instagram.
I'm sorry that you fell for the clickbait. I have encouraged people to use critical thinking skills.
I hated hearing that constantly when I was at the DNC. Just a crazy, crazy thing to say. You're on the menu. For people who are trying to work with Republicans. So you only care about killing leftists and destroying leftist momentum. Like, you aren't this combative to actual Republicans. You love Republicans. Why? Joe Manchin is not on the menu. Liz Cheney is not on the menu. You know who is apparently? Chappell Roan. That's the Democratic Party agenda. Go for it, man. Win with that. Try.
Went from Brett Summer to attacking the most popular administration.
Yeah, from Brett Summer to attacking and harassing one of the most prominent queer artists right now. Like, we could always order off menu or go to another place to eat. Not in America, baby. You got 2 restaurants and one of them kills you. The other kills a lot of other people. And if you're nice, you get a little treat too. And if you get in the way of other people's treats, you're on the menu. And to think I almost had hope for this campaign. Almost. So close. That's the phrase, that's the motto for the Democratic Party. Oops, so close. Almost got there. The Democrats. Yay! Anyway, I'm done with the Chappell Roan thing. I think I will make a video about it because I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts and prayers about this. Sorry. I hate doing this. It's just a thing on my trackpad, but I don't know how to turn it off. It's AUKUS Autumn. We're doing NATO. NATO, Jack! We gotta have NATO, but Ukraine... NATO November. We gotta have NATO, Jack, but Ukraine can't be in it. I put everybody in NATO except Ukraine. I put Russia in NATO, Jack. Sorry. That's just in my head. That is the funniest bit. Joe Biden loves NATO so much. I put Israel in NATO. They're already in it. I put Palestine in NATO, Jack. We have to protect our allies. We gotta get Lebanon in NATO. Sorry. It's just like, it just goes to show that NATO is such BS. It's nothing. I hate that Joe Biden cares so much about it. It has genuinely, like, plunged half of his presidency into media dead zone, basically. He's had no bully pulpit. He's had no, like, authority domestically. It's literally like he's just checked out of, like, what's going on in America. We lost Roe v. Wade, and then we're like, another $10 billion to Ukraine! Please! And that was before October 7th. Last year's October 7th. Unlike the one coming up. Yes! Get Lebanon on the F-22 program right now. You're so right. Goated. Everyone in NATO. Everyone in NATO, yeah.
Someone said put Nashville in.
Put Nashville in NATO!
It's a specific one.
Just the city, yeah. I guess they're technically already in it. Put Delaware in NATO! I made NATO, Jack. I love Joe Biden. He's really gonna be like Do you think he's gonna go down as the last American president? Because it's just like, I mean, America is Jover. I think about it all the time. Like, Bernie Sanders getting as much momentum as he did in 2016 is such a... It said a lot about where America was and the desperation that people felt. That they were really going to vote for someone who called themselves a socialist. There were Trump supporters voting for someone who called themselves a socialist.
Looks like nobody's around.
Chinese Sonic?
Sonic!
It was very quiet, I'm sure. Sorry. It's coming out of my speakers. Let's see, maybe if I could... Can I switch this thing? No, it's already... Put Mar-a-Lago in NATO! Wait, what is this? Houston, Texas, you see a cyber slab?
Lunch is power wow, baby. I got it made.
Whoa.
I got a cup full of that oil and I'm paid. Plus I'm sitting sideways.
Dude, what are those called? Those are sick. That's the fartiest beat I've ever heard. Texas mentioned. You know it's Texas. You see all them billboards? I love the cyber slab. What's next? Cyber crab?
Some semis have.
Yeah, I've seen semis with that. It makes me scared to drive up next to them. I don't want them to attack me. Or like when they have spiky ones. That's scary. Oh, speaking of... I just have so many JD Vance clips saved. He's so awesome. He's the best part of this election.
With the former assassination attempt on former President Trump, are you and Trump considering having campaign events inside moving forward? And then also, was this event inside today because of that?
So I believe this event, that you'd have to ask the organizers, we'll follow up with you afterwards. I believe this event was already planned to be inside, so I don't think there's any change in security. By the way, with close to 500 patriots in the state of Michigan in this building right now and outside, I'd like to see an assassin try to come in this room. They come to the wrong place if you try to walk into this place right now.
If I speak, I will be in big trouble. Why JD Vance look like this?
To the roar, do it. Hey, he's getting away, do something. I don't like it. I love you, Daddy.
He does look like him. Is his name...
Somebody better give Gremlo a sub.
Somebody give Gremlo a sub, please.
Now.
Is his name really Butterpants? Oh, what up, Catboy? Everybody's here. I'd like to see an assassin come in this room right now. Please. It's just an awesome thing for him to say. That I definitely don't disagree with. I love when they get too tired and just start spinning. I saved this because this guy's so locked in. This is me trying to talk about politics without swearing. Yeah, JD Vance said, I'm Brian, kill me.
The one in the front is so fast.
I know, he's so locked in and fast in the front. Thank you to Great Snowman. Like, if 4 times Poyo. I have to use my trackpad, it's so slow.
Your, like, brain works like bullet.
My brain works like Bully World? What do you mean? 4 times Poyo. 2 times Vape. All bully. Another JD Vance clip. Him saying professors are the enemy. I think this is just anti-Semitic, I'm gonna be honest. Whoa, Gremlo! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Wow. How kind of you.
Movement of national conservatism. What we need more than inspiration is we need wisdom. And there was a wisdom in what Richard Nixon said approximately 40, 50 years ago. He said, and I quote, "The professors are the enemy."
Richard Nixon said a lot of things. Also, that was a direct stick bug. That was a good one. I'm gonna be honest, Richard Nixon said a lot of things. Yeah. Oh, somebody gifted Gremlo too. Oh, imagine standing Nixon in 2024. I mean, Trump's VP would have to. Oh, LED Light, thank you for gifting a sub to Gremlo. Thank you. If you're wondering what I'm referencing when I'm giving bids. Oh, the Poyo? Oh yeah, these are funny. Hang on. I wanted to find what other classic Richard Nixon quotes there are. What else did Richard Nixon say?
I saw Joe Bob the other day. I was trying to tune in the damn baseball game, and then CBS game went off, and CBS came on with a movie. Had 2 magnificent, handsome guys and a stupid old fellow in it. They were glorifying homosexuality.
No!
Panel show? No. Hell no, it's a movie. No, that's a regular show. It's on every week.
He can't tell the difference between a show and a movie.
Just set in the guy's home. And it's usually
Oh, Barry Bear, thank you for the gifted sub, by the way. If you do a video on JD Vance, I'd recommend looking into this guy named Curtis Yarvin. Pretty wacky, interesting. I was thinking about doing it, mainly talking about how European his rhetoric is. Especially the anti-immigration stuff. It's very European coded. I think that's why he's not so popular here. Did you always have bangs around my memory hole in the cut? It's relatively new.
just that guy who's a hard man. That's right. He's a hard man. He always just looks like a slob. Looks like a guy. He plays, and then he has this 50 son-in-law guy. And
they were glorifying sexuality.
The trend of it is to downgrade him and upgrade everything, make the square hard man out to be bad. What are they called? I've never seen. Arch is the guy's name. That's real family entertainment, isn't it? The point of it is that, goddamn, I do not think that you glorify on public television homosexuality. You ever see what happened? You know what happened to the Greeks?
You know what happened to them?
Homosexuality.
Huh? Yeah, honestly, he got so triggered by gay. I don't even know what he was watching. He just saw like 2 men and he was like, what the fuck? They were handsome. They're glorifying homosexuality by being handsome men.
Sure, Aristotle was a homo. We all know that.
Yeah, sure, Aristotle was a homo. We all know that. So was Aristotle. But they didn't put it on TV back then. So it was fine.
Television had the last 6 Roman emperors were bags. You see.
Never tell Richard Nixon who or what societies inspired Americans' government. Or the American government structure.
People are gay, that's why they died.
And that was the end of their civilization. And the fact that America adopted most of, like, Roman Republic aspects to it in its early inception, like, the fact that they did it in a straight way was the difference. That's how America will remain an empire. As long as we're doing everything fine, it's just they were too gay when they were doing... when they were doing a global empire. Have you heard about this, about Nixon and Reagan? Oh, yeah, of course. Reagan disparaged monkeys from those African countries and call with Nixon, yeah. Yeah, of course. What do you expect? I think Nixon also called Reagan a homo, if I'm not mistaken.
homosexuality, immorality, generally.
See, Nixon really was more. He was super racist too. Super racist. Also super anti-Semitic. But also super homophobic. Reagan had a little less of that. Maybe because, well, they're both from California. Reagan had more of the passive homophobia. Like, he, ignored the AIDS crisis. I like LBJ because he had a giant dong. It's a good reason to like him. That's why some people like me. The only reason.
Wait, huh?
What? Anyway.
The professors are the enemy.
That sounds like a Reddit comment. More like a malicious, feigned ignorance, yeah. I don't know. It's true he needed custom pants. Okay, that's kind of, first of all, that's a little revisionist. It's a little bit of an embellishment of history. Every president since like FDR or something had a tailor. There's a presidential tailor, so all their pants are always custom. You think Taft didn't need custom pants? Come on. Let's be real. He needed a custom bath. Even though Taft was before FDR. I know. Zionist Bill Maher denied? No, I'm not watching Bill Maher right now. I'll die. LED Light, thank you for the gifted sub.
You are my most favorite creation.
I like these videos.
Help! Someone stole the star rod from the Fountain of Dreams! A horrible curse has fallen on Dreamland!
Oh no!
We need some milk! What? You can help us? Thank you, brave warrior!
Oh no! He killed him.
Kirby, I cannot allow you to go any further.
2015 ass video, true. Oh. Oh my god. Just instantly killed. They should add that to more Kirby games. Instant kill move. Kirby's literally a god, yeah. You should fight Kratos.
Pick up the sword, Kirby.
Kerbo.
Let's settle this like men.
No, that turns you into a skeleton.
Kirby, throw him into the fountain. Throw him into the fountain, Kirby, and I will make all of your dreams come true.
Oh no. Leave me alone! I'll give you anything. You want a planet? I'll give you a planet. Heck, I'll give you your own solar system. No, I'll give you a house in Boca Raton. Just please spare me!
I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me.
What?
He's Jesus. Kirby is kind of a Jesus allegory, if you think about it. In the same way, you know, Star Wars has that. A lot of media has, you know, Christ allegory. Kirby's kind of like that. Kirby is like that. Okay. Let's just jump right into it. Let's just jump right into it.
Did this happen? And we all saw what happened, and we see what happened.
This was about a week ago, but Trump was clowning on Kamala Harris for even doing the Oprah interview, which we can watch. It's just long.
Kamala was a total disaster yesterday, and at every other interview, she's been just a free fall. I don't know what the hell's going on. She can't do an interview. She doesn't want to do them.
I don't know what the
Something's
hell.
wrong. Let's just take a look. Let me just see. We have a little video. You know, we spend all the money on these screens. We want to use them a little bit. Let's play it just for a second. Thank you.
The Kamala word of the day is clearly story.
It is your story and the story of our friends before you is really, that's the American story, right? In telling your story and being so strong in the way you do it, and both of these stories, for you to tell these stories, this story is a story that is sadly not the only story.
They're just playing Fox News. That's
It's
awesome.
unbelievable. It's simply unbelievable. It's like a child who learns one word and then they struggle for the next thought and it never comes. But
Yeah.
maybe this daytime talk candidacy will work. It's all emotion, but not a very good one. Certainly not an
This is
articulate
also
one.
how Trump speaks. No, but he's funny is the difference.
And being a bitch.
Oh my god.
Turn that off.
Mark Robinson was hospitalized for what? Ligma? From all the porn he's watching? What's your favorite color, food, and movie? That's very specific. Yeah, gooning heart attack. Goon too close to the sun, he burned it.
That's not what you want. That's not what you want. Kamala
That's
and
not
her
what
group.
you want. Oh god. This is so awful. We
Campaign event in Mount Airy.
Wait, what? Who is? Oh. And then he was hospitalized?
Yeah.
Biden despicable UN speech, whatever. Springfield residents furious Springfield residents unleash at town hall. They don't know how to drive. I don't know why this is national news. What was the incident? What was Mark Robinson's incident? He must have had a heart attack or something from screaming. Host perplexed at Harris's tedious Oprah event. Yeah, it was very boring. Oh yeah, Trump gave $100 to a random
That's right.
lady.
While he was in Pennsylvania, Donald Trump
Awesome.
made a mom's day, surprising her with big help toward her grocery bill.
Here, it's going to go down.
There you go.
It just went down $100.
Absolutely. Buy your root beer. What about BB's UN speech? We could listen to that. I haven't pulled it up.
We'll do that for you from the White House, all right? All right, bye. Nice seeing you, everybody.
Yep, he just handed.
Why did the shirts say "Save on Me"? Oh, I guess they work there. What's up? You want to split that last one? Handed is a strong word. He threw it. Yeah, he threw that money at her. He's like, take it.
Somebody, $100. Well, that somebody is that person there, screen left right now. Joining us, those grateful
They found
Pennsylvania
her.
parents, Jenny and Brian Kantz. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, Jenny, tell us a little bit about that. So your cousin owns that store. And the Trump team called up and said, hey, we would like to have a family at the checkout. Is that right?
Yes.
And what else did they tell you?
Oh, it was scripted.
Not much other than we were hoping to get the opportunity to meet him.
Can't hear him. Well, that's not my end. It's Fox News. Thanks, guys. Literally the most popular news broadcast channel in America. Anyone see the new video? I posted it today about the Olympics. It's so late. But there was a bunch of issues with Fox News' coverage of that, too. I don't know what's going on. They've been having so many issues.
The fact that he handed us $100 was a complete surprise. And it was a great experience.
Brian, how did you feel about that?
It was a pretty neat experience. I got to shake his hand. He was very personable.
His shirt says redeemed.
So, yeah, really neat experience.
How much was the bill, and how has the rise in prices affected you and your family and your 3 kids?
$100 is not going to do anything to a grocery bill. Mother three's going to have like a $300 bill. Where is this? North Carolina? No, Pennsylvania. Yeah, at least $300 total. But I mean, he paid for a third of it, so like there you go. He paid for a root beer.
The total bill was $194 and some change.
Okay, they weren't buying that much.
The inflation on groceries has definitely affected us. I remember
How much did they even get?
I think it was late 2022 or early 2023. I remember coming home from the grocery store and telling him, I don't even know how to budget for groceries anymore, because it's like every time I go to the store, they just go up and up and up. And that paired with the rising cost of energy, fuel for our vehicles, it just means that
Yeah, that's how much you pay for like the night's dinner.
We watch a little bit more closely what we spend.
You know, Jenny, as I've been going back and forth to Pennsylvania, I realize that you guys are quite private people. You just go, you work, and you go home. You don't really like sharing your political perspectives. But as you talk with your friends out there that are experiencing the same thing, what are they telling you that they may not be telling these pollsters out there?
Just that
He could have paid for the groceries of everyone in that store. He could have bought the store. And then made everything free. And just like run it like at a loss. and write it off for taxes. Like you could do a lot of stuff.
a lot of the moms I know, we've gotten a little bit more creative with how we cook to
Yeah, it's cold. I'm cold.
reduce our costs.
But he did give one lady $100. It's true.
We homemade a lot of foods. We actually have a group, me and a couple of girlfriends have a group that we share recipes. And that's one way.
Isn't this just bribing voters? No. It's not. It's different. You turn off the AC. Just press the plus button. Ooh, I have to pee. JD Vance calls out Kamala Harris for refusing Fox News debate. This is 3 days ago. I guess Trump wants to debate on Fox News and then he'll do a second debate? Is that where we're at? Or is he still just like, I'm not doing it at all? Because when you win a debate, you don't have to do a second one. Everybody knows this. I love how he's just like gaslighting everyone with that. Everyone knows. Are you going to change your YouTube channel names? Probably eventually.
With WCNC Charlotte, I'm curious about the debate, how you're feeling ahead of it, how you're preparing, and should this be the last debate of the election cycle?
Well, look, I think one thing that's true about the debates, and whether it should be the last debate of the election cycle, is that Donald Trump accepted a debate on Fox News and Kamala Harris ran from it. And if you think about the difference, between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump did a hostile debate with CNN, a network that's not friendly to him.
He said they were nice. He said they were fair. Why are they saying different things? It's very confusing.
Hostile debate with ABC where, remember, the moderators fact-checked him multiple times and didn't fact-check Kamala Harris when she said outrageous things. Remember, the Kamala Harris...
Okay, but that... It doesn't take away from the fact that Trump was still lying. Sorry. But you see what I mean? Did you choose Eden as a name because you're a hardcore Christian? Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to go to heaven. So I had to choose a biblical name.
A few weeks ago, you had American troops...
Do you prefer a different name now? I don't care. Really. That's just my chosen name. And I have superpowers too. That's what happens when you transition. Yeah, I can read minds.
Who were nearly killed in an attack by Iranian militias, and Kamala Harris had the audacity to say there are no troops in active combat. Where was the fact check from ABC for that?
Yeah, brother. We are in war, and it's awesome.
And look, if Kamala Harris wants to go on Fox News or wants to do some hostile interviews, we welcome her to do that. But what me and Donald Trump are going to keep on doing is going everywhere and talking to everybody. We talk to the hostile media. We talk to the friendly media.
This is actually a good strategy. That they are doing this. They talk to media that's hostile. They talk to media that's friendly. And it works. It actually works because they get in front of as many people as possible and they go, Kamala Harris is the border czar. And immigrants are ruining the country. The country sucks because of immigrants, and Kamala Harris is the border czar. And it works. It's a strategy. The Kamala Harris campaign has no strategy. Their strategy is to say we are not those guys. And then they hide from the media in a lot of cases. There is no friendly media to the Democrats because CNN will rip them apart for stepping outside of the most rigid corporate boundaries that even liberals don't want to be in because they don't want to lose. Like, remember when Kamala Harris announced her economic policies the first time and Washington Post came out and slammed her? New York Times came out and slammed her? I mean, Jeff Bezos owned the New York Times, or Washington Post, excuse me. Obviously was not a fan of the increased corporate tax rate that Kamala Harris proposed, of the $20,000 down payment for first-time homeowners. Which is, again, it's austerity. It's stupid. It sucks. It's not good enough. But even that is too far for corporate media. I bet you got those headphones from the I bet you got those headphones from the woke store. Yeah.
Kamala's going for the bro vote.
The bro vote. As if Trump wasn't literally on Theo Vaughn, but whatever.
The vice president is hoping to close the gender gap with male voters who are backing Trump in droves by making a play for dudes who love Bitcoin and trucks. Harris held a packed fundraiser.
Trump has never done that. Trump hates guys that are into Bitcoin and trucks. Also, what is this?
On Wall Street to declare her friendliness to cryptocurrency. But that's after Trump went to a Bitcoin bar in New York City.
What? Yeah, you want some? Kamala is not as anti-crypto as Biden. That's great, guys. Are you guys excited about that? Biden regulated crypto, and all the crypto bros got really angry at him. And he did like a little bit of crypto regulation, not even that much. You should have got some. Okay.
And said this.
But yeah, apparently Kamala's going to be more pro-crypto. Even though Trump is the most pro-crypto. He doesn't care. He uses crypto to launder money all the time. Kamala Harris probably doesn't do that. Might, but we don't know.
Everybody that's a crypto guy, crypto maniac as I call them, they really are. They believe, right? But everybody, whether it's Bitcoin, but crypto, get out and vote. Because if you vote,
what was that sentence? Whether it's Bitcoin, but crypto, get out and vote. That's a great one.
Whether it's Bitcoin, but crypto, get out and vote. Because if you vote, we cannot.
That counts. Hit. It's like Battleship. CCP regulations on crypto now? Dude, yesterday. It's too late. It's over. Crypto is like destroying the economy for sure.
Lose. We cannot lose.
There's gonna be like,
Kamala's
you know,
also-
another series of bubbles and rises and falls, and we're so over it's so back style events in the crypto space, I think, before it inevitably fizzles out. But we'll see.
Trying to connect with all the alpha males out there by having Tim Walz post cringe videos of himself working on a truck.
Dude, this sounds like a hater video of mine. You're trying to appeal to alpha males with a cringe video of you with a truck. The fuck, bro? What are you saying? Relax. What? Dude is from a town of 400 in Arkansas. Yeah, he probably knows how to use a car good. Cringe videos. How is this the news? Dude, this is Fox News. Who cares?
Tim Walz post cringe videos of
No one
himself
cares.
working on a truck. Watch this.
Look,
He's
to
posting
be able to
cringe.
work on this thing, you got a manual. It shows you exactly what to do to fix things on this. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance have a manual too. It's called Project 2025.
I have no idea what Project 25, I don't know. Project 25, they always say it. Project 25, I don't know. I have no idea. I've never heard of it, I don't know.
You know, I'm going to go right to you on this, Tyrus. The Project 2025 is not Trump's. He's disavowed it. He's disowned it. He wants nothing to do with it.
What is even the value of labor on mining crypto? How is it even monetizable? Okay, so there's no labor. That's the problem. It's an offshoot and a byproduct of the speculation market. That's all it is. It's will and accounting magic, the moving money back and forth, and representations of money back and forth. It's fake. It's all fake. It's arbitrary. Which is why it should just be kind of destroyed, I think. Just, you know. Or taken over by the government and call it like Americoin. There's only one cryptocurrency in the whole world, or at least in the country, and it's called Americoin. And all others are banned. That's how I would do it. And the government controls all the crypto. And you win. You get like $1 trillion. Yeah, all money is fake, but crypto's extra fake because crypto isn't even made by the government. It's made by nothing. It's made by, like, I don't know, data or something. It's stupid. Piss coin.
The feeling he's not really a guy who can fix a truck either.
My first question is, why is that not an electric truck? What is going on? You're going against that's like outrageous and ridiculous. It really.
It just makes them look dumb. But of course, it's just Tyrus. Why is that an electric truck? Maybe because those aren't a thing, really. What do you mean? There's like 2 examples. A Rivian. A Cybertruck. This guy looks like an NFT. He looks like a Bored Ape.
Changing the air filter and doing the oil pump. Oh my goodness, that was some serious trucking right there. Listen, you spent the last 3.5 years saying we were toxic and everything that was wrong in this country was.
He did? He did say that? Tim Walz?
Man's fault, man this, man that. These bros are saying no go, and the crypto and trucks. No, it's fishing in trucks, working out in trucks, not crypto and trucks. They're just out of touch, and Walt's touching the truck was, you could tell it was the.
But he does like crypto. Just not mixed with trucks.
First time he's ever touched a truck. Like, his hands aren't even dirty. And you don't change a clean air filter with another clean air filter. I'm taking crazy pills. Being a man means you get dirty. So don't do another one unless you got oil on your hands. You're actually doing an oil change. And while you're doing it, your wife is yelling at you because you forgot to take the trash out and you left the seat up. Those are what men do, not this.
Yeah, I hate my wife. And that's how men are supposed to be. I hate my wife and I kick my child.
All right, Jessica. Why
Like
does
a man.
Kamala always?
I also love he's like, he spent the last 3 years calling us toxic, when it's like, I don't know what he's even talking about. I don't think Tim Walz has ever said the word toxic in his life. I don't think he knows what that means in like the context that Tyrus is using it. But like, he then immediately goes, if you're a man, your wife is yelling at you and you fucking hate her. Like, yeah, that's the toxic part that you also just brought up. Like, what? The ugly black license plate.
Always copy Donald Trump. It started with the, the tax on tips, and then the camo hats, and now the child tax credit,
The child tax credit?
Yeah. President Trump started it, and then she upped it.
Yeah, during
She
COVID.
upped it, and the camo hats, and the tax on tips, and now crypto.
So A, that's not true.
Okay.
B, child poverty was cut in half when the Biden-Harris administration implemented the child tax credit and the Republicans got rid of it. If Tim Walz is as terrible and embarrassing as you guys think he is, why does he have a +7 favorability and J.D. Vance and Trump both have a -13? And Kamala's at +3. What's going on? What's going on with this loser with the clean air filter, right, that people seem to
With
like?
a capital L.
The overtures to the crypto community, not only did she raise $27
Like,
million.
if you're gonna point to Democrats copying Trump, and some Republicans do actually point to this correctly, they point to the issues like the border. They point to issues like, specifically the border wall. Trump has literally said, I'll get you a MAGA hat. Maybe I should get you a MAGA hat. Maybe you'll be a better VP than JD. He should say that next. That'd be funny. Women are smarter than men. He's been saying that lately. So why not ask Kamala Harris to be your VP? Crypto community, yeah, Chad, I'm coming out as crypto. I forget where I was going with that. Oh, there are genuine points that Kamala Harris is actually copying from right-wing narratives and like legitimizing that are really damaging. I mean, Israel's a great example as well. Like, look at where they're meeting. They're bipartisan in how they want to continue the Gaza genocide, like, and enable Israel to escalate in the region. It's not a coincidence that this is happening when it's happening too, especially in Lebanon. Like, Netanyahu is using it to interfere with the American election. Make no mistake. Like, he wants the news cycle to be about Gaza again in America. So Americans grow more concerned over the way the administration is handling it.
for 3 months emoticon sorridente.
Artemis Overgrown, thank you for the 3 months. I've been peeing for 3 months. Stop. You're gonna run out. But yeah, it's sabotage. It's election interference. Genocide. And it's just gonna get worse. That's why the arms embargo is the only option to stop it, but Democrats don't like it, so I guess it's anti-Semitic. Anyway, this lady's like, well, the child tax credit was good, and it's like, yeah, it sucks that it's over now, and we couldn't do anything about that, could we? Joe Biden didn't know how to continue it. He couldn't figure it out. Republicans outsmarted him again.
$1 on
fell
Sunday,
asleep.
but Donald Trump's been all over the place. He was against Bitcoin before he was for it, right? He said it was a threat to the US dollar. Then he was like, oh, well, maybe I could change my mind, get another flip-flop under my belt. He doesn't even make any sense when he talks about it. Listen to this quote, talking about his new crypto business, which I'm sure will go bankrupt. But crypto is one of those things we have to do. Whether we like it or not, I have to do it. It's crypto, it's AI, it's some of the things. Does that sound like somebody who knows what they're talking about?
Clearly
You clear.
unburdened by what has been.
Sure, he's coconut pilled then, because that's the kind of stuff that'll end up helping her. Now,
Cringe.
there is a gender gap.
Fox News, just like the liberal media in general, has gotten so like online in the worst way. Twitter is like messed with the actual like mainstream media, to be honest. Flip flop under his belt, don't know what that means. I really don't. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
Historic. And there's a gender gap on the other side with women that are going to be voting in droves for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. But continuing to
I low-key
patronize
doubt
someone
it,
who I'm
but-
pretty sure can take care of his car.
I think there might be more turnout than like previous in-person elections. You know, just previous elections excluding 2020. But I don't know. I think white women are still going to vote for Trump. I don't think they're really shifting on it, to be honest. I think it's all a fraud. It's all a sham.
Is not an effective strategy. I return to the fact that if you are going to have people going to a voting booth who don't necessarily like either candidate, and one of them has a negative 13 approval rating, and one of them has a +3, that they're probably going to pick the person who has the +3.
I also don't trust the polls because the polls in 2016 and 2020 still underestimated Trump both times. Not only do I not trust the polls because they don't have a high enough margin for me to personally think it's, you know, you have to win without like a margin of questionability by the Republicans. They're gonna say it was rigged. They're gonna say it's fake. And no one seems to be like preparing for that or like doing anything to stop them from doing that. And any closeness in any state is going to lead to questions. They're going to obstruct. That's all they do. That's all they do. Can we watch SpongeBob? What do it look like? XQC? I'm also not trying to get copyright striked.
You say he can take care of his car. Did he take care of his battalion? I mean, already.
Go ahead.
He stretches with, he's got a problem with the truth.
People do not think.
Chat, mark my words. They're going to do January 7th. They're going to do it. And this time they're just going to walk in and be let in again. It happened last time. They're just going to keep doing that.
That Tim Walz is a bad guy, no matter how many times you
Yeah,
call him
well, a lot of
assistant
people
coach.
think he's got a lot of stolen valor in there and a lot of lies and locked a lot of people down. But it's not about him.
A lot of people are saying this.
Investment, Jesse. Donald Trump has been involved in it from NFT.
Can we watch Sonic Underground? That's so funny. Lux was just talking to me about Sonic Underground. Who were you telling me about? Scourge the Hedgehog. Hell yeah. He's so cool. Dude, why don't pictures load of him? This happened when I looked him up before. It just didn't load anything. He's too cool.
Triplets born, the throne awaits. A seer warns of a deadly fate. Give up your children, separate. Bide your time, lie in wait. Sonic Underground, Sonic Underground. They made a vow their mother will be.
It's such a banger, dude.
The children grow, learn what's right. Leaders of the freedom fight. They seek their
Such a weird time. He's evil.
Will the prophecy come true? Sonic Underground. Sonic Underground.
I long for my children, but I have
Don't stick bug. She longs for her children.
to wait. To act too soon could seal their fate.
They made a vow their mother will be found. Sonic Underground.
Dude, that guy put his fucking pussy into that song. They made a vow. Like, he's fucking... He really just hit it.
Made a vow their mother will be found. Sonic Underground.
Wow. Is that not Jack Black? No. That's before he was doing voice acting, really. That's when he was still just like a stoner comedian. Who stick bugged Sonic? Yeah, I'm pissed. I have to piss.
These bitcoins along with the chain, the Bitcoin. What is the blockchain? But I think what's interesting.
The chain. I love Janine Perot drunkenly trying to explain crypto. I would listen to that for hours, I'm gonna be honest. Get her on some like crypto podcast and have her just explain to me how it works.
Interesting is he had this event before Kamala did, and he ended up buying burgers for everybody in Bitcoins, and he was able to go around and talk to everybody, where she then has a closed-door meeting with Wall Street and won't say anything publicly because she can't be sure that what she's...
He bought everybody burgers with crypto. Shit. They got me there. I mean, Joe Biden couldn't do that. He couldn't. Neither could Kamala Harris, probably. They probably wouldn't know how to buy everyone Wendy's burgers or Sonic burgers or whatever those are with crypto.
Says it's going to be accurate.
You mean like how she goes into 7-Eleven and clears the place out and then tries to find Doritos? Listen, no one thinks he's a man. Everybody knows real men don't put tampons in little boys' locker
There
rooms,
was
Jessica.
not one tampon in a boy's
Everybody
bathroom.
knows that.
Not
Real
one.
men don't think...
I like how she's trying to correct him. Apparently, there wasn't any tampons in boys' bathrooms. Doesn't matter if there were. Literally doesn't matter. Democrats are like, no, we hate that. I love that. And he's just like, no, I'm not listening.
Tim Walz is a real guy, okay? We want him to fix the economy, not his carburetor. This isn't going to work with people.
What?
No one thinks he's tough. No one thinks she's tough. And the reason she's doing Bitcoin is because she's pandering. She doesn't know what Bitcoin is. She can't explain it, but neither can I.
Right. Okay.
All right, but
Oh.
she doesn't understand it. And basically by stealing all of Trump's policies, from the no taxes on tips to
All of
leaving
them?
up all of the tariffs on China to the wall now, she wants the wall and all this stuff, Bitcoin now. She's just admitting she was wrong about everything. She's just admitting Trump was right and I was wrong. And never.
You can hear how loud he's yelling in the studio.
Everybody thinks, well, lady, you just have bad instincts. Why are we going to vote for you if you were wrong about everything? That's a great face, Jessica.
Okay.
Very,
new
very,
life.
very
Dana,
insulting face.
I'm going to ask you to wrap it up.
Okay. So part of this was about on how liberals are suggesting that their conservative outreach is so effective. Because there was one headline over the weekend that said Kamala co-ops conservative culture with camo hats. Now, do you think anybody...
They're calling her a cultural appropriator of camouflage. Only Republicans like that.
who is in conservative America is saying, yeah, I was worried when you said you wanted to confiscate our guns, force entry into our houses, to check on our guns and ban our trucks and farming equipment. But when you put...
What? Forced entry into our houses to check on our guns. Cops beat your door down. Hey! Are your guns okay? I was worried about them.
on that camo hat.
changed
I mean,
everything.
I am just all for you. Like, to me, that's not working. It did disturb me that both at the RNC and the DNC conventions, there was no mentions of agriculture, no focus on the farmers and ranchers of this country who deserve a lot more attention. The messaging from the conservatives has been better. And
Bro, there's like 40,000 farmers in America. There's not that many. There's just not that many. You know what there are way more of? Undocumented laborers that they hire to harvest the stuff that they grow. And plant the stuff that they grow. And maintain it and water it. Basically do all of the work. And they just sit there and earn. And then deport them if they ask for money. Mike rubbing on shirt. Oh, sorry. That's I gotta figure out how to use this like better.
Donald Trump talked about them today, specifically, in particular, to farmers and ranchers, and specifically about China trying to buy up farming land and how that was going to stop. I'm sure Kamala Harris would also say, okay, well, I'm for that too at this point. But they are the backbone of America. Energy is the backbone of America, and they deserve a lot more attention. Camo hats are definitely not going to be enough to do that.
All right.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. To
Click
catch our
here.
hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
Does this work?
You won't get it anywhere else.
Mic rubbing ASMR.
Vice President Kamala Harris is
shit.
reportedly considering visiting the border on Friday as
Unearthed video shows Kamala Harris chanting "Down with deportation." I think they're so jealous of all the opportunities that the liberal media has had on JD Vance to be like, look at this unearthed podcast where he said like Hitler is awesome or something. They're jealous, so they're like, here's an old video of Kamala Harris being actually politically politically accurate or like progressive. Hang on, I'm gonna put this on. I have to pee.
part of her trip to Arizona, as she hopes to present herself as tough on immigration. But a video from 2018 suggests a different story.
Up with education, down, down with deportation. Up with education, down, down with deportation. Up with education, down, down with deportation. Up with education, down, down with deportation.
Jesus Marquez is a spokesman for Latino Americans for Trump, and he joins us now. Good morning to you, Jesus.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you see her there dancing, and she's shouting, up, up with education, down, down with deportation. What's your reaction?
Of course she's going to chant that because she wants open border. She has allowed more than 11 million people come across unvetted into the states, into the United States, and she's all for open borders. I wasn't surprised at all to hear there and see this. But look, now she also wants to give amnesty for 2 million DACA recipients. The problem at the border is not the lack of amnesty. The problem at the border is the 11 million people plus that she and Biden have left into the country.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a problem that Latinos across the country are not liking it. When you ask Hispanics if they like the open border situation, they all say no. They don't like the fact that they're jumping the line, that they're coming and taking resources that were supposed to be to Americans, and they're taking the jobs too. So I hope that she reconsiders. I don't think she will because it's been more than 4 years now. Well, 4 years. But this is for the people, the American people, to see what she's all up to and what they want, really.
Jesus, when she ran for president in 2019, this is what she said at a debate.
Not forget our DACA recipients, and so I'm going to start there. I will immediately, by executive action, reinstate DACA status and DACA protection to those young people. I will further extend protection for deferral of deportation for their parents.
She also said she would protect 6 million illegals from deportation, and she would do that through executive order. So Axios contacted her campaign to find out if she was still staying quiet about this. And this is what Axios reported. Asked this week whether she'd take those same executive actions, her campaign declined to answer. So Jesus, they're not talking about it because they know it's not a winning issue this year.
Of course not, but they're doing it. You know, she's talking about protecting 2 million. They are already protecting almost 20 million that came across
Chad.
under her watch.
Sorry. I had a lot of pee. I'll say it. I was full of pee. Am I years behind? I had to pee so bad. They're taking our jobs. Let's go back. I need to see the unearthed footage and video.
Vice President Kamala Harris is reportedly considering visiting the border on Friday as part of her trip to Arizona, as she hopes to present herself as tough on immigration. But a video from 2018 suggests a different story.
Okay. In 2018. I'm sorry. Do you know what Trump was doing in 2018, specifically 2018? Giving fucking temporary protected status to Haitian migrants. What is he doing now? It's almost like stuff changes over time. Like, what the fuck? That's just insane. That's real, chat. That's real. Temporary protective status wasn't removed by the Trump administration until I think 2019. It's true, and then Joe Biden brought it back. She didn't even say it.
Jesus Marquez is a spokesman for Latino Americans for Trump, and he joins us now. Good morning to you, Jesus.
If there's one thing Latino Americans love, it's deportation. Let's have Latino Americans for Trump speak on this issue. They're so woke at Fox News. This is DEI.
Hello, good morning. Thank
Hello.
you.
You're welcome. So you see her there dancing, and she's shouting up, up with education, down, down with deportation. What's your reaction?
Well, she's not shouting that at all. Fox News is really playing it fast and loose with their reporting. I'm going to be honest. You can't just say that she's saying that. That's defamation, like almost for sure. That's crazy. Yeah, she's just going Konami code. Down, down, up, up, up.
Of course she's going to chant that because she wants open border. She has allowed more than 11 million people come across unvetted into the states, into the United States.
11 million.
And she's all for open borders. I wasn't surprised at all to hear there and see this. But look, now she also wants to give amnesty for 2 million DACA recipients. The problem at the border is not the lack of amnesty. The problem at the border is the 11 million people plus that she and Biden have.
Yeah, 11 million plus. That could go all the way up to 21 million, which is what Trump has said at max, I believe. So I think he might have said 25 at one point, but I'm pretty sure he maxed out at 21. Who's this fucking guy? The leader of Latino Americans for Trump, everyone's favorite organization. He definitely said 22. Okay.
Left into the country.
Plus.
And this is a problem that Latinos across the country are not liking it. When you ask Hispanics if they like the open border situation, they all say no.
Yeah, it's funny. Hispanic voters buy into a lot of the immigration propaganda. And then you ask them about stories that aren't real, and then they're like, yeah, it's crazy. Well, it's like here the problem is that they're watching Fox News and think that there's like open borders when there's not. They let 7.9 billion people into America.
They don't like the fact that they're jumping the line, that they're coming and taking resources that were supposed to be to Americans, and they're taking the jobs too. So I hope that she reconsiders. You
can't. They're getting paid slave wages, like literally. They're being exploited. They're not taking jobs. They're being forced to work in the most gruesome, unethical conditions on earth among them. I mean, Jesus. Greenhouses that go like up to 120 degrees. That you just pass out, you get carried out, you might die. You're undocumented, so who knows what happens after that. Like that's the reality. And these people just play fast and loose with it, acting like they just they walk into America, they get handed $1 million by Kamala Harris, border czar. She's wearing a little fez at the border. She goes, "I'm the border czar, and here's $1 million." As a Latino, I hate Trump. The scapegoating of Latinos is raising the climate for some sort of heavy offensive against Latin people. Dude being interviewed is so oblivious. No, he's malicious. He's not oblivious. He knows. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's an op. He's in the pocket. Yeah, she also turns them trans at the southern border. Yeah. He's just trying to keep oh, I dropped the transmitter again. He's just trying to make sure he doesn't get caught up in the mass deportation. That's it. He will though. He will.
I don't think she will because it's been more than 4 years now. Well, 4 years. But this is for the people, the American people, to see what she's all up to and what they want, really.
Jesus, when she ran for president in 2019, this is what she said at a debate.
Not forget our DACA recipients, and so I'm going to start there. I will immediately, by executive action, reinstate DACA status and DACA protection to those young people. I will further extend protection for deferral of deportation for their parents.
She also said she would protect 6 million illegals from deportation, and she would do that through executive order. So Axios contacted her campaign to find out if she was still staying quiet about this. And this is
Illegals.
what,
Did they just call DACA recipients illegals?
For deferral of deportation for their parents.
she also said she would protect 6 million illegals from deportation, and she would do
The
that
parents
through
of DACA recipients. See, here's the thing. There are people, I mean, you can't. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. They're the kid's an American citizen. Their parents, or not even an American citizen, and a DACA recipient, which is super limited. Just whatever. Just take the family, separate them. Parents go. Parents get deported. What happens to their kids? I don't know. They're American citizens. They'll be fine. Well, they're, again, not citizens. Sorry, DACA recipients, very limited. Can't vote.
executive order. So Axios contacted her campaign to find out if she was still staying quiet about this. And this is what Axio reported. Asked this week whether she'd take those same executive actions, her campaign declined to answer. So Jesus, they're not talking about it because they know it's not a winning issue this year.
It would be popular. It would literally be popular if she said that. It would actually be very, very popular. It's actually a winning issue. It's so annoying.
Of course not, but they're doing it. You know, she's talking about protecting 2 million. They are already protecting almost 20 million that came across under her watch, under
20?
The SAR watch. My question is,
he fucked the czar watch. He fucked it up. All right, now it's 20 million. From the guy that just said 11 comes 20.
why doesn't she and even Biden go back and make an executive order to close the border, to protect the border, to allow for our country to be secure there at the border? She's lacking that. She doesn't care about America. That's why we need somebody like Donald Trump who cares for America.
See, this is the natural evolution of where the Democrats were going. They're like, we wanted to pass this stupid bipartisan border bill, but Republicans blocked it yet again. Republicans outsmarted us, and Donald Trump didn't want it passed, and Donald Trump is still the president, apparently, and he prevented it from getting passed. Just absolute admission of weakness and complete like incompetence and inability to pass popular, like not popular, but important legislation, at least to their agenda. Like, I don't know. They just like can't do anything. The idea of 20 million people jumping over a border at once is funny. Yeah, that's what happened. And she was the border czar and made them all trans. I don't know. I don't know what this is supposed to do. Like this is what happens when you advocate for the right-wing border bill. The Republicans go even more right-wing, and they go, well, why haven't you just closed the border? Which is dumb, because you don't need to do that. It's not like an actual crisis. Closing the border would just be a symbolic thing. Like shutting out the point of entry would just be dumb. I don't know. I really don't. Just close the border. You don't need to pass the border bill, just close the border. That's what they want, apparently. She-Hulk is their favorite movie.
will put America's policies first, and that's exactly what we need.
Oh, happy birthday! I'm not vegetarian. You got a video and a stream. Because I knew all along.
Hey, Jesus, great talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Fox and Friends did invite the Harris campaign to join us, but we have not heard back.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley.
I'm Brian Kilmeade. Please. Leaked 2020 DMs revealed J.D. Vance ripped Trump as emperor who failed to deliver. Oh, that's new. Is this part of the... Okay, so there was a dossier, a J.D. Vance dossier that was leaked by Ken Klippenstein that was the result of the Iranian hack on the Trump administration. We knew this. Robert, the anonymous source, Robert, that the Trump administration claimed was an Iranian hacker. But his name was Robert. No, sorry, that's the guy who leaked the ProPublica report. I'm sorry, that was ProPublica's Project 2025. There's so many leaks this year. There's no cybersecurity, I think, in any of these campaigns. Anyway. Klippenstein is a supreme tier name. Yeah, it's pretty great. The J.D. Vance dossier was all of the weaknesses and opposition research by J.D. Vance. It got leaked. So I don't know if this is part of it. Let me take a look, actually.
As of right now, there is just one debate left on the calendar before Election Day. On Tuesday night, vice presidential candidates J.D. Vance and Tim Walz will face off in what may be the last chance for Americans to directly contrast their campaigns' messages. Now, since joining their respective tickets, Vance and Walz have taken very different approaches to campaigning. Well, Tim...
J.D. Vance has been struck.
Tim Walz has focused on hitting the trail, spending way less time with the press and doing interviews. It seems like J.D. Vance is always talking to the media, often with pretty disastrous results.
Yeah, he's always saying some insane
average, Vance's
shit.
net favorability rating is more than 11 points underwater. Meanwhile, Walz is holding steady at 3.8 points net favorable. It's not all that surprising when you consider the way that J.D. Vance has taken on this role, where he basically acts like a flamethrower messaging. He will say the most negative, wildly unpopular thing, no matter how much it makes people dislike him. It goes all the way back to his now infamous line, back when he was just before joining the ticket, about childless cat ladies.
We're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate...
Before he started dressing like Trump, he looked so busted. Now he just looks like a little Trump. But this era was really rough for JD.
Oligarchs by a bunch of...
He has negative 11. Yeah, people hate him. Everyone hates him. His own state hates him.
Childless cat ladies. I don't like this. I don't like to admit this. I don't like that this is a fact of life.
Where are his eyes? Yeah, that's a great question.
Ladies. I don't like this. I don't like to admit this. I don't like that this is a fact of life. But if you are a psycho and you want to make headlines, you realize that our schools are soft targets.
This is crazy.
You have a lot of people saying, my pets are being abducted, or geese at the city pond are being abducted and slaughtered right in front of us.
Nice.
Today we got new reporting about more instances of Vance putting his foot in his mouth, although these might anger his running mate even more than his potential voters. The Washington Post obtained messages Vance sent to an acquaintance harshly criticizing then-President Trump in February of 2020. Vance wrote in part, quote, "Trump has just so thoroughly failed to deliver on his economic populism." And another, a few months later, Vance predicted, "I think Trump will probably lose." I certainly hope we get to hear Vance try to wriggle his way out of this one at the debate just a few short days from now. Michelle Goldberg is an opinion columnist at the New York Times. Margaret Tlaib is the director of Syracuse University's Institute for Democracy, Journalism, and Citizenship, where she's been running focus groups, most recently with young male voters. She's also a senior contributor at Axios, and they join me now. Michelle, I have come to view, I think what...
Don't worry, that was just RFK. Who?
J.D. Vance, some of what J.D. Vance is doing is not intentional, right? Like, a lot of the stuff that people don't like about him were things he was saying in right-wing outlets when he's trying to win a very right-wing primary for Ohio Senate. But since he's become the nominee, he hasn't changed. And I think of it basically a kamikaze mission, which is, People are not going to like me and I don't care. I'll be like low on favorability, but I'm going to deliver this kind of poison into the discourse every day. I don't know if it's
there
effective
other DMs
or
or
not,
was
but
that
how do you
it?
read it?
I don't care about the analysis. That was all the Okay, that sucks. They're not talking about the actual dossier. Why aren't they talking about... What? Huh? This is like an entire story. Why? Is no one talking about this? Ken Klippenstein got banned from Twitter for leaking this. Elon immediately banned him. How is this not a story? Oh, don't worry, guys. Tim Pool covered it. Woke journalist leaks hacked JD Vance dossier. Hacked by Iran with Ollie London. Buy my pillow. I love free speech. Woke reporter leaks JD Vance dossier that was hacked by Iran. With Ollie London, yeah. Yeah. Just a shit cherry on top of the shit sundae. TYT interviewed him. The Young Turfs. Emma Vigland, yeah. Majority Report covered it at least. I'm sure Democracy Now! Probably covered it. Why is it Jimmy Fallon? What? No. The Vance difference? Great. Elon is all about free speech until he isn't? No, I know. Dude, what is this thumbnail, dude? Ew. Why does he look like that? Corpse. Trump is looking so rough, man. He's not built for this. Okay, let's read the JD Vance dossier. Honestly, let's do it. I wanted to. Shout out Ken Klippenstein. Shout out Ken Klippenstein, Iranian ally, Iranian asset, Ken Klippenstein. A martyr, a Twitter martyr, for posting the JD Vance dossier. Reportedly comes from an alleged Iranian government hack of the Trump campaign, and since June, the news media has been sitting on it and other documents, declining to publish in fear of finding itself at odds with the government's campaign against, quote, foreign malign influence. Ken Klippenstein disagrees. Dossier has been offered to me, and I've decided to publish it because it's of keen public interest in an election season, and I agree. It's a 271-page research paper at the Trump campaign prepared to vet. Yeah, the Trump campaign prepared to vet now vice presidential candidate JD Vance. As far as I can tell, it hasn't been altered, but even if it was, its contents are publicly verifiable. I'll let it speak for itself. The terror regime in Iran loves the weakness and stupidity of Kamala Harris and is terrified of the strength and resolve of President Donald J. Trump. Stephen Chung, communications director for the Trump campaign, responded when I asked him about the hack. If the document had been hacked by some anonymous-like hacker group, the news media would be all over it. I'm just not a believer of the news media as an arm of the government doing its work combating foreign influence, nor should it be a gatekeeper of what the public should know. On August 19th, the U.S. intelligence community issued a statement on Iranian election interference, including cyber operations attempting to gain sensitive information. Quote, this includes the recently reported activities to compromise former President Trump's campaign, which the intelligence community attributes to Iran. On September 18th, the intelligence community issued another statement going into further detail about Iran's efforts. Iranian malicious cyber actors were still undertaking efforts since June, the press release says, quote, to send stolen, non-public material associated with former President Donald Trump's campaign to U.S. media organizations. They allegedly also offered this information to the Joe Biden campaign. And then literally, they said no. They said no. They didn't want it. Idiots. But I guess they did the legal thing. Why? It's not honorable. Leave it to the Democrats. Anyway. The intelligence community would not confirm to me whether the stolen campaign materials include the Vance dossier, the VD. We don't have anything beyond what's noted in the September 18th joint statement. Lauren Frost, a spokesperson for the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, told me this week. Robert! It is Robert! I was right! It's also Robert! Robert. He's behind all of it. No! Robert W. Chat W in chat for Robert. In the chat box. I love Robert. Robert. Robert offered the document to me in an email from an AOL address. That's the same moniker used by the individual reportedly provided other internal campaign materials to news media outlets, including ProPublica. That's literally who gave ProPublica the Project 2025 leak. So was it Iran or was it Robert? When I pressed Robert on their motives behind releasing the documents and their provenance, his reply was coarse. It doesn't matter. Let the media and the authorities go ahead with their own guesses and bullshits. I just want to shine some light into the dark room. Awesome. Dude, Robert's badass. The room isn't very dark. In fact, I've argued that while Iran, Russia, and China are attempting to stoke chaos in an already chaotic American political scene, there's no evidence that any of these often harebrained efforts could actually swing an election outcome. These are the same active measures that have been undertaken since the Cold War. The United States does it as well. For the intelligence community and the FBI, it's a cat and mouse game to catch the other guys. But for the American people in the 2024 elections, it is unremarkable. In July, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence issued a report saying, the intelligence community has observed Tehran working to influence the presidential election, probably because Iranian leaders want to avoid an outcome they perceive would increase tensions with the United States. But tensions between Iran and the United States are already at a fever pitch and likely to remain so regardless of who is elected. See, this is good. This is great. Ken is doing a really good job, I think, poking holes in the State Department's narrative that this is fucking Iran. Like, it's Robert. That's it's just, it's weird. Because why? Iran obviously wants revenge against Donald Trump. It makes sense ideologically. Qasem Soleimani was very popular. Israel just fucking assassinated someone in Tehran, like on Iranian soil. And yeah, like tensions are already so high with the Democrats. Why would they? It just, I don't know. The motivation doesn't make sense. The media and the authorities will go ahead with their own guesses and bullshits. This just feels like a rogue agent to me. It is just one guy. And like, what's the evidence that this was an Iranian hack? The Trump campaign has just said that over and over again. And then the government was like, yeah, sure. Like, how do you know? It was a phishing email. This is not the Steele dossier of 2016 with its golden showers and anti-Trump fan fiction. Unlike the Steele dossier, which was both fraudulent and discredited, The Vance dossier is factual and intelligently written. No Jason Bourne-style capers appear, and there's no sleaze. Instead, the Vance dossier enumerates pretty reasonable liabilities as a then-contender for VP nominee, including Vance has been one of the chief obstructionists to U.S. efforts providing assistance to Ukraine. Okay. Sure. I don't know why that's like a liability. Vance, for a Republican, Vance criticized public health experts and elected officials for supporting Black Lives Matter protests while condemning anti-lockdown protests. Ugh. Vance embraced non-interventionism. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty in line with Trump too, though. In 2020, Vance criticized President Trump's airstrike, killing Iranian General Qasem Soleimani, worrying it would continue to bog down America and the Middle East to the advantage of China. Ugh. Vance suggested that the country had been entangled in wars in the Middle East so financial elites could profit from the rise of China. Okay, that's just so stupid. So the document is clearly newsworthy, providing the Republican Party and conservative doctrine insight into what the Trump campaign perceives to be Vance's liabilities and weaknesses. Those perceptions provide clues about what a campaign of remarkably little substance might actually think. While the news media has paraphrased some of the contents of the dossier, what they haven't done is provide the American people with the underlying document in the language in which it appeared, so they can decide for themselves what they think. Okay. Wait, hang on. Let me download it. Oh shit, dude. Privileged and confidential Republican Party documents. This is what I like, baby. This is what I like. This is the J.D. Vance dossier if you're just coming in now. All of the opposition research that the Republican Party, the Trump campaign, did for what might be vulnerabilities, potential opposition narrative, questionable conservatism, anti-Trump record, and establishment ties. Notable vulnerabilities with moderates. Voting records, education records, military records, lobbying records. Ooh, some redacted information. Business records. Opposed to Trump's 2016 candidacy. God. Compared Trump to heroin and mocked MAGA as a quick high. That's hilarious. He's so anti-drug. Vance doubted Trump's ability to be effective in office, said Trump's election would be terrible for the country, said voters were not attached to Trump and he would get crushed, loathed Trump's obvious personal character flaws, called him a bad candidate, said we have to reject the rhetoric of Trump, that he did not think Trump fully appreciated the complexity of what was going on.
Thanks P from New York for always being here when you can't sleep emoticon sorridente.
So much for Sanji. Thank you for the 3 months. Thanks for being here. J.D. Vance said voter fraud did not impact the 2016 election and there was no evidence of it, which is true. He told the truth before. Vance is a former writer for From Forum. From Forum. Said he's good friends with Mike DeWine. Previously supported John McCain. Previously heaped praise upon Hillary Clinton. Vance praised the 2016 Democratic National Convention while criticizing the Republican Convention. Vance said there was a chance he would vote for Clinton if Trump had a chance to win. Holy shit, that's awesome. Oh, that's so awesome. No wonder I hate him so much. In an op-ed, Vance recalled a time in his life when he admired President Clinton. He's also done the same for Obama. Praised Obama for offering hope and said he would miss him as he was leaving office. Characterized Obama's guns and religion comment as well-intentioned. Vance claimed some white working class voters supported Trump because of a racially motivated backlash to Obama. No, he's wrong. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. I love this. I love the dossier of him like saying real things that are real and then being like, that's a vulnerability. Vance said Bernie Sanders was his favorite Democrat running in the 2020 primary. That's hilarious. Vance predicted that Trump was part of a political realignment that would position Trump and Bernie Sanders on the same side in 20 years. Ugh. Oh my god, he's a MAGA communist. Following the end of Trump's presidency, Vance praised Trump's policy and was an active supporter of his 2020 re-election. Man, he's what a fake fan. He only jumped on the bandwagon after. Vance once admitted that working class Americans benefit from Democrat policies. How dare he? Express support for increasing capital gains tax rate. No! Vance has called to raise taxes on U.S. businesses in certain circumstances. Fucking no way, dude. We can't do this. That's so funny. Yes, this is a real dossier. How can you be a MAGA commie? It's called being a grifter, and JD Vance is exactly that. That's why he's flip-flopped so much. He's just, like, settled into the easiest grift, which is just being a Trump supporter. This is from the Trump campaign. They made this. And Iran gave it to me. No, they gave it to Robert. And Robert gave it to Ken Klippenstein, who posted it. Now I'm reading it. Indicated he opposes right-to-work laws. That's actually based, and yet probably don't feel that way no more, does he? Called for prioritizing the American nuclear family over free market principles. You can't do that. You can't prioritize anything over the free market. Vance criticized the relevance of the Trump policies to the economic boom and its distribution to all parts of the country. Vance has criticized big tech, but receives salary from tech executives. Vance said conservatives should break with corporations over censorship of Donald Trump and his supporters. Hesitated on school choice. Vance has expressed support for aspects of the left's extremist climate agenda. Previously suggested the U.S. has a climate problem. Previously acknowledged that coal jobs are not coming back. Previously said natural gas would not take us to a clean energy future. Previously doubted whether there would be job-related benefits from pulling out of the Paris Climate Agreement. There wasn't. Previously criticized the idea of a southern border wall. Previously opposed Trump's Muslim ban. Definitely doesn't feel that way now. Vance criticized the Iraq War in 2016 and Jeb Bush for continuing to defend the war. Can't do that. Can't criticize the Iraq War, even though Trump did that in 2016. That's fine, though. God, this is so thorough. Appears to oppose student loan forgiveness. Let me go back to the table of contents. Vulnerabilities. Vance's political journey has been marked by notable shifts and contradictions, making his stance on Donald Trump a subject of intrigue and critique. Questionable conservatism. Yeah, even they knew he was, like, slimy. Hmm. Opposes the legalization of marijuana. I mean, that's not a surprise. Vance appears to have ties to Alex Jones. Steve Bannon once called for Vance to become head of the Heritage Foundation, who, by the way, the current head of the Heritage Foundation is that guy that killed a dog with a shovel. Vance pushed Trump to nominate controversial figure Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court. Vance has taken a series of controversial positions concerning race relations. Is that so? Like the lines on the side, what these? These? Ugh. Show me his social security number. Websites. Come on, show me some private information. Thing. In 2022, Vance received an aggregate of $15 million in total contributions for his campaign. That's a lot of money. Top left 3 lines stacked on top. This is just the pages. Marcia pack. Let's get to work pack. They call a pack anything. Association of Kentucky Fried Chicken Franchisees pack. Just a quick $5,000. I love America, dude. Pack Steve. Cool. You know, Steve pack. Oh, are these a lot of very specific donation amounts? I'm sure that's nothing. Said he would support Governor Ron DeSantis for the Republican Party presidential nomination. I wonder why. Smoking on Steve pack. God, there's so much, dude. Top hits. Notable vulnerabilities with moderates. Once called for slashing Social Security and Medicare. Opposed to providing child care assistance to low-income Americans. It's true. Vance opposed Biden's plan to expand child care to low and moderate-income families. Yup. After his wife gave birth to their first child, Vance was living in Columbus while his wife lived in Washington, D.C. with her mother. Oh. Okay. Opposed to expanding healthcare access to all Americans. Yup. Wasn't even around for the birth of his child. They just called him a bozo real quick. Vance pushed Trump to nominate. Oh yeah, I read that already. If I just series of controversial positions concerning race relations. Like, Vance complained that the protests which erupted following the death of George Floyd were distracting from important economic issues and benefiting large corporations like Amazon. Vance was criticized in 2020 after he tweeted that he was a nationalist who worries about America's low fertility. Vance was accused of echoing the rhetoric of white supremacists, including the New Zealand mosque shooter, who have publicly bemoaned declining fertility rates among white women. Vance maintained that the tweet was an attempt and a joke and called his critics mediocrities. My God. In 2019, an op-ed in Washington Post accused Vance of aligning with white nationalists after he said in a speech, "Our people aren't having enough children to replace themselves. That should bother us." What do you mean by our people? It's so awesome. They just put all the most embarrassing things he's ever done. No wonder there's so many clips of him. This has just been circling around mainstream media and they've just been picking apart the sources rather than leaking the whole thing. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. You could just go to this, find the original source, post a clip on Twitter and be like unearthed audio and get a million likes. Because it's a way more digestible way to present it. And then you don't have ties to this like potentially Iranian document. Or Iranian obtained document. Interesting. Taxes, tax cuts, federal funding, subsidies, labor, miscellaneous. Obamacare, COVID, climate change, school choice, immigration, overall, Russia, Ukraine, Trump, Soleimani, Iraq, Israel, China, Ireland. I mean, I can probably predict any of the foreign policy. Abortion, race, and religion. GOP donors, libertarians, conservative media. Notable residency history. Page 162 is crazy. What's on that page? Vance complained bitterly on Twitter that the conservative legal movement has accomplished two things: the libertarian political economy enforced by judges and betrayal of social conservatives and traditionalists. God, he's such a Nazi. He's always trying to like find the most like disgusting right-wing position possible. Vance has complained the conservative legal movement has betrayed social conservatives. Usha Vance clerked for Kavanaugh. Fuck, that makes sense. That makes a lot of fucking sense. I love nepotism. It talks about how he's obsessed with trans people. Wait, what? Where? Come on, not transgression. Transferred. Transgender. The Supreme Court ruled that federal civil rights law protected gay and transgender workers from discrimination. Oh, that's why he was complaining. The next and most important step for social conservatives to realize that donor economics is merely not incidental, it flows. God, he's such a fucking Yale student. This is about George
Rick
Floyd.
Perry, watch him. He's a comer.
Oh, shit. Rhizome. What up? Sorry, I'm reading the JD Vance dossier. It's not the most entertaining thing to read into. What up? How's it going? Good to see you. What up? We love to pee. How's it going? Thank you so much for the raid. JD Vance is taking controversial positions regarding race relations. Top of the morning. Wait, hang on. I'm trying to find more transgender content in this dossier. I'm reading through it. It's really boring, but there's some interesting information here. New captives. JD Vance got mad because gay and trans people were protected by the Supreme Court. That's funny. I don't see any more I don't see any more mentions of trans. Gotta go feed my cats and stuff. Yeah, it was great hanging out at TwitchCon. Have a great night. Thank you for the raid again. Shout out. They blurred out JD Vance's phone number and social security number, unfortunately. Marine Corps attorney, principal at Mithril Capital. Partner at Revolution LLC, another venture capital fund. Co-founder and partner at Narya, another venture capital fund. Senator. Sounds about right. Is his address on there? It's redacted, but yeah. No, they found everything they needed. I mean, yeah, the media's basically exposed most of this stuff in one way or another. It's just very specifically what they looked at that I found interesting. There's a lot here, though. I don't know why Trump would pick someone with such a record. Such a record of calling Trump, like, bad, too. What is this from? This is from the Trump campaign. And it was hacked and leaked, allegedly, by the Iranian government and then given to the media. Anyway, that was pretty much the tail end of it. I looked through the table of contents as best I could. Yeah, Don Jr. helped pick him. I don't know, maybe Don Jr. was the only one that read through this and he was like, it's good. It's fine. He listened to his sons for once, and I think he needed Peter Thiel's money. Yeah, that's got to be part of it. Yeah, he thought Bernie and Trump would be on the same side in 20 years. So awesome. Page 20 was wild. Oh, lobbying ties. Vance was not a registered Republican Party voter between 2018 and 2022. Holy shit, dude. While not a lobbyist himself, Vance's old law firm, Sidley Austin, lobbied on behalf of several controversial clients. Purdue Pharma, the maker of OxyContin, who's paid billions of dollars in criminal and civil penalties related to the opioid epidemic. Cool. Also lobbied on behalf of multiple Chinese Communist Party affiliated companies like Alibaba and Kaiser Group. Yeah, communist. Alibaba, my favorite communist website. I thought it was Robert. Robert is just a mysterious contact that is providing this information. Comrade Vance. Yeah, he called Trump heroin. That's pretty awesome. Vance was part of Steve Case's Rise of the Rest, an initiative backed by wealthy tech investors. Since publishing his book, Vance has enjoyed luxury accommodations. Vance admits to being a member of the elite. Hypocritically, Vance has utilized class-based politics. Such a solid line of criticisms all right next to each other. In 2020, Vance started Ohio-based venture capital fund Naria Capital, with backers including Peter Thiel, Mark Anderson, and Eric Schmidt. One of the founding partners was Fallon Donahue, former CEO of Venture Ohio. Vance and Naria are investors in App Harvest, growing produce in greenhouses in Appalachia using undocumented Venezuelan labor. Naria Capital invested in Curia Therapeutics, a company located in the Bay Area. Just all a bunch of nasty shit. Read page 21. In 2016, in October, the Charlie Rose Show, Vance declared he was never a Trump guy and never liked him. Blue3742, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Vance claimed there was a willingness from people who think a lot like I do to say Trump was going to be a terrible candidate and you were an idiot if you voted for him. Vance said Trump was not the best candidate for white working class voters. How dare he? During 2016 campaign, Vance indicated he believed the women who accused Trump of sexual assault. In 2016, Vance indicated he believed one of Trump's sexual assault accusers over Trump and mocked Trump for not telling the truth. It was reported that Vance tweeted, "What percentage of the American population has Trump sexually assaulted?" Oh my God. God his ass. During the 2016 campaign, Vance linked racism and xenophobia to Trump's base of support. Vance said people who might be described as if not as racist, at least as, oh my God. People who might be described as if not as racist, as at least as expressing some sort of racial resentment, were supporting Trump. Wow. Vance said there were people who are drawn to Trump because he says really racially insensitive things. True. Vance was still an opponent of Trump, citing his race-related policies. Vance suggested there was no sign of voter fraud in the 2016 election. Vance once implied that Trump is prone to lying. In 2017, Vance criticized Trump for saying half-truths so frequently that you stop actually taking the president literally. They forgot to close that quote. Vance appeared to be critical of Trump's comments surrounding the events in Charlottesville. He used to be kind of base. He used to just be an anti-Trump Republican. He was like a Lincoln Project wannabe almost. Following the Charlottesville protests, Vance said Trump really missed an opportunity to name this phenomenon and gives people a sense where it comes from and show the moral leadership people want from a president. He talks like a child, dude. Vance said Trump was ambivalent or too cautious about coming out and criticizing racism and Nazism. Vance said Trump failing to unite the country following Charlottesville was a missed opportunity. David Frum, a known never-Trumper. Yeah, he was literally a never-Trumper and became Trump's VP. It's so awesome. I mean, that's pretty much the extent of it. It's kind of crazy that Ken Klippenstein got banned for posting this. I still can't believe he got banned for posting that. Nino's. I've seen that one already. So wild, I know. Okay, chat. I'm actually going to end it. It's getting a little late. Sorry to the raiders who just came in, but hey, that's how it is sometimes. Late night raids, late night piss. I'll do some longer streams once I get my my setup finalized. But in the meantime, let's raid Frogan. Pay it forward. Go be nice. Go be normal. Go have fun. Have a great time. In that chat, in that stream, in Frogan's chat. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for supporting the stream. Thanks for subscribing, all that. And